welcome to Frenzy Football Friday. This is the second pre-season Friday night that we have got before the big season kicks off on, I believe, St. Patrick's Day, March 13th.
That's it, mate. That is it. Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, it all kicks off.
What
And
a day
we
to
have
start.
got a tremendous selection of teams that are going to be joining us. We have some incredible matchups tonight, starting with Bayern versus Kosovo in what is a matchup between a giant, massive football association in the Bundesliga against a freshly formed football association formed in 1945, FIFA member since FIFA recognized since 2008. Kosovo. So I'm very excited about that. Two great players in Ben and Jay. The battle of the right backs for those
It
who
is.
follow pro clubs. Having said that, pro clubs, if you are a pro club's goalkeeper and you are good, don't want any glass-handed goalkeepers here, right? If you are good, okay, contact Tom at Frenzy2806 on Twitter or X. And we have a league coming up on Sunday, and we're looking for a goalkeeper because now we need one. And Nilsson will sadly have to be retired on Sundays, but he will go on into Monday and Thursday night play. Tom, it's an exciting night of football. I understand that the fixture computer has been making your day fun.
It's been making my day fun. And, we've been talking before we went live on here now. You can see the frustration of me trying to get these fixtures done. Doc has seen it. He's been through it with me. There's definitely no match day corruption here. I really am trying to make sure that all of the game weeks are fair. But talking about, today's match days, this is the final week of preseason. This is the final chance to get, the dust off the controllers, to get that kind of competitive play back in before every match starts to count. Next week these boys will be fighting for points. These boys will be fighting for Team Fitzy or Team Frenzy. The stakes are high as of next week.
Well, talking of Team Frenzy versus Team Fitzy, we're going to go through the teams right now. Obviously, the captain himself, Il Capitano, my captain over at the Frenzy, is going to read out the teams from his side, and I will be representing Team Fitzy. And my captain, I'm reading out the incredible teams we have on our side. So if you want to go ahead, Captain Frenzy,
Yeah,
what
well,
teams have you got?
so for Team Frenzy, I've made that transfer over from Inter Milan. We've gone to Crystal Palace because we're in love with Zaha. We're in love with Mateta. It's my local club, so it means a bit more. We're going to put a bit more passion plus into this season to try and get that win over the line. We've got loads of new signings. We've got teams from the lower sides of the Prem. We've got teams from the Bundesliga, even a team from League Two, which we will see again tonight. So from the top, Crystal Palace, myself, we have got Fanta Hunter, who will be representing Schalke. Shout out to him because I know he's been working on these Evos for so long. We've got Strategic FC, who we've just signed to represent Fulham. We've got the Conference League P&P Season 1 winner, Dilly, representing Ajax. So I know that there is a Fresh de Jong that's just been released tonight. So hopefully he'll
Just today.
be in his team as well. We've got Darren, or good old faithful Darren, our left centre mid, our engine in the pro clubs, representing Celtic. He'll be joining us again for season 2. We've got United VYD William. He will be Real Madrid, looking for a lot of redemption, especially against China, who knocked him out in the first round. Followed by Smithy. Shout out to Smithy. It was his birthday yesterday. I hope you had a great time, mate. He went to go see Machine Gun Kelly in the O2 Arena. He will be representing Colchester from League Two. What a team, by the way. We're going to see some more Evos that he's made. Followed by Jordan. Jordan is super excited because he's got about 4 million coins in the bank, and there's a fresh St. Maximin that has just been released on the market. No playstyles, but there's one on the market, so he's going to go buy him. Steve. We've got R9 himself, who's also just packed CR7, the new Foot Birthday CR7, 8 million coins. Yes, he didn't play for PSV, but you never know. He could sell those, he could sell that Ronaldo to fund his PSV team. Followed by the Europa League winner, Sheep the Goated. He is going for you, boys. He's already been sending me since 6 o'clock this evening, so only 2 hours ago, a couple of more evolutions that you can be working on. Watch out for Mazwanise, his left winger there. We've also got Luzi, who is a new player with us, played with us before in pro clubs. He's representing, taking the reins of PSG from Jordan. Followed by, finally, my final 2 recruits, Azza, my Cardiff friend, my Welsh friend, who will be representing Benfica with Eusebio, as well as one more Scottish lad. We've got Mr. Nayford, who is going to be representing Dundee United. So there are 13 teams that are representing Team Frenzy. There are also 13 teams representing Team Fitzy. Brother Fitzy, he isn't here tonight. He's on holiday. He's gone down West Wales for the weekend with his partner. So Doc is going to be leading Team Fitzy for the final week of the past and present pre-season. So over to you, Doc.
Fantastic. And unlike Tom, I don't remember people, so I'm just going to be calling out team names. So straight away, Team Fitzy, reigning champion, bringing the Porto Dragons to the stage and really showing everyone how much of a great bowler he is, will again be representing FC Porto. And bringing into Team Fitzy, we have got the likes of FC Barcelona, going to be represented by Spider Gav. We've got Olympic Lyon, going to be represented by Josh. We have the likes of Kosovo going to be represented by Jay. We have China. It's going to be represented by Ryan,
Yeah.
or Chinese Ryan, as you'll get to know him. And amongst that, we also have clubs like Bayern Munich being represented by Ben, who's playing our first game tonight. And throwing into that, we have the likes of Marseille, Fiorentina, Sunderland, is that Bayer Leverkusen,
That's it.
Lille, and finally myself will be representing Sporting Lisbon once again with the hope of turning some of that team into glory. And just in case those are wondering, yes, there was a financial takeover of Sporting. Yes, those coins have been used to improve the team. And yes, Bruno Fernandes is him. That card is insane. Although, if to get the right play styles, I don't think I'd be like, do I really need 2.4 million coins?
It's a luxury buy, isn't it?
No.
It's a
It's a
luxury.
luxury buy. It's a luxury buy. Yeah. So things are bubbling, things are moving forward. So one of the things that we have been looking to do this season with this Super League is expand it, make it bigger, which has led to some hell of a lot of complications where we've got 26 teams, which are then going to be broken down into people into knockout football as well. So what we're aiming to do is get a correlation of teams that are going to match up against each other. So the last thing we want is the 8 best players playing the 8 allegedly worst players. So we're looking to sort of do a Champions League style system where we take from each pot and then working that out across 13 teams creates its own issues. So we've got about 10 minutes to go before we have our first game tonight. It's quite an exciting one. Now, for those who don't know, there's a lot of history along with these two clubs. Bayern Munich versus Kosovo. Now, these are two clubs that are built upon storied history of the professional era in Germany versus a country healing its soul through the beautiful game. Bayern formed in 1900. Kosovo first formed in 1946. So already you can see there's a huge dispersion there in the time difference. And of course, great players from Bayern Munich we know as people like Beckenbauer, uh, Thomas Muller, Gerd Muller come to mind as well. But also Kosovo really leading the way in the modern game with Ramini, who's very famous at Lazio and Napoli, the defender, captain of Kosovo, and people like Muriqi, the latest player of the month
Yeah.
in the Spanish league, leading the way. And the teams play at very different kind of stadiums. Are in a very different position in football as it is. Obviously, Bayern play at the Allianz Arena, and they're first in the Bundesliga versus Kosovo, who play in an unfamiliar stadium, the Fadil Vokri Stadium, and they are currently 79th in the FIFA global rankings. So really clubs here with two clear advantages and disadvantages. Bayern, obviously, with a rich history and tradition of development, buying some of the best players in football over the last 60 years. Options are infinite. So Ben really is spoilt for choice, which
Mm.
can sometimes be detrimental
Yeah.
in a game where evos are so important. You might have a great right back in Kimmich, but he's not a great right back in game. So you might be looking to have, if you had an evo like a Sasha Bowie, that would be much better. Kosovo, with FIFA recognition since 2008, which isn't a long time ago, they're a developing nation and their players base shows that. But Jay's bringing and highlighting the brilliance of the region with the kind of players he's got and the kind of players that he's looking to bring in. But then again, there are huge disadvantages. Again, Bayern is a huge club in a small league. And while they may be good enough for the Bundesliga, it doesn't mean players match the teams in the past and present. And Evos make cards again with the past and present. It's less about names and more about the type of body type, the card, the height, the play styles even, and things like that. But Jay also is, as much as he is a great representative of the Discord, he's trying to find the best version of that Kosovo team. So really, for him, not only is it a team he's trying to evolve into existence, but it's also a team that's evolving, and he's trying to find the best play style for that team. So we're in a really exciting position coming up in the next 10 minutes. Knowing these players and knowing each of them from pro clubs and from FC as well, how do you think this one's going to go, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, as you alluded to there, we kind of know these guys very well. I know I've played at least 300 odd matches with Ben as a right back in clubs, so you really get to see someone's personality when you're actually on the pitch with them. Now, more recently, we play with Jay King as our right back. So Ben now plays for Blitz. We've now got Jay playing. So I've been able to see what both of these guys are like on the pitch. And there's one thing that they definitely both have in common is that passion. They hate losing. Ben's a bit more vocal about these things. He's a bit more of a wind-up merchant, whereas Jay's a bit more laid back, and he's just going to let you do all the trash talking, and he's going to let his football do the talking instead. Two similar styles of play. I wouldn't say that they're both people who gun for each other. It's a bit more methodical. We know that Ben normally likes to play his football down the wing with the cutbacks, whereas Jay's a bit more of that build-up. He was playing with a 4-1-4-1, but he has a bit of a change now.
Yeah, he was playing a lot of balls, creating space through the middle for his final striker to get through, and it was working for him as well. Came up against a tough opponent in Sheep when he did. I think it's going to be a close one. I think that Ben is one of those players that if he gets into a rhythm, he can be as good as anyone. Whether he gets into that rhythm is another issue. That's the mental side of the game for Ben, and I think he's got a lot better with that as we've gone through P&P from where we were to now. If anybody's made use of the Discord and playing people of all levels to improve his game, it's Ben.
Oh yeah, just taking that feedback, isn't it?
Yeah. And then Jay, on the other hand, I've not really seen him play that much outside of that first game, but from the way his performances are going against people like Ryan and Sheep, as well as other people in the Discord, that there are two good markers of where somebody's at. So I think we've got an exciting game, and I think that from Ben's perspective, he's got everything to lose because he's playing Kosovo, and from Jay's perspective, he's got nothing. He's got everything to gain because he's going to get experience. He's going to gain experience of playing against meta players even. And he can see where his team's at and where it needs to be. And I know that with some of the Evos that have come out today, one of them being a plus 15, it's a great position to be in for somebody like Jay who's developing his team along the way. And certainly a game we're going to be excited for. And we've got other games to come as well later today. We're going to see hopefully PSV in action. We're going to see Barca in action. Hopefully, say again?
Zimbabwe, we've got Colchester, some of the regulars that have made themselves known over the last few weeks. Again, we wanted to kind of bring in some other characters for you, but some of them just want to keep under wraps. I mean, yourself and myself, Doc, we're going to be on show next week. I mean, not on the night that we're doing now, but we're going to be having to feedback on our play as well.
Oh, I can't wait for the amount of shit I talk to be thrown back in my face. I talk a great game, real good. Tom, on the other hand, can play the game, so you're going to see two very contrasting feelings about the past and present league, with me cursing it and Tom praising it as he takes Crystal Palace to glory. Colchester, I'm looking forward to. Another week on, another set of Evos. Hopefully, it'll be in a much better position. Deep in Zimbabwe is always entertaining because he's a bit unflappable. I always try and wind him up, and he just doesn't bite. So
he does. He's just, it's like it's monotone, isn't it? There's just like one setting for Sheep, and it's like you don't
comedy genius or a bit simple. It's one or the
other.
We'll
go with genius. Seeing as he's team friendly, he's genius, and to you, he's just a bit simple. But one thing that we haven't really mentioned yet, Doc, is, I mean, it's great to play against people and get that kind of experience of what a competitive game is, even though it still doesn't matter fully yet until next week. But we've had a brand new patch in the last 2 days. So although not everything's changed, some things have. We've seen in the new Evo tonight, a lot of people are really pushing towards that Quick Step Plus. because through balls are a bit more, I don't know, direct now, a bit more accurate. So people are
Accurate.
looking for that. Yeah, they're looking
Yeah.
for that ball through now. So again, what kind of
That's
players are we going to
crazy.
see on show tonight?
No, it's just funny you say that because I played last night with the Bruno card and I had Futre and Dumbia
Well,
and they've both got quick step. So
well,
it was
you're
just
fine then, aren't you?
gone. Yeah. And I was like, this patch is great.
Yeah. Could you
I'm
imagine
loving
if
it.
you
I'm
got
scoring
Jokeres
so many
now?
goals.
Oh,
Say again?
imagine if you got that fantasy Jokeres as well. That would be ridiculous.
There's the new Evo that's come out that
Yeah.
you can Evo with two play styles takes
Oof.
him close-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason his volleys won't go up, no matter what card it is.
I've got that with my Mateta. I think it's his balance just will not go up no matter what I've
It's
got. There is just
82.
one
He
side.
just won't go
Yeah.
any higher.
Mine's 80,
Yeah.
so roughly the same as well.
Yeah.
But
I
you
don't
know,
get it.
I was thinking about these Evos, like because we're going to see some new evolutions tonight. As I said, Sheep's talking about Mazwanize, the Motherwell left wing that he's got, and I'm thinking they've just been drip feeding us 86 rated Evos lately. They've taken a step back because it was 87, and now it's 89. And I'm thinking, well, where's the consistency here? Because it feels almost like a trap in some ways. Because if you have a card that's say 86 or 7 rated and they're not the most overpowered, say they're better for the old patch of Tiki Taka, if you put them through that new Evo tonight, that's them sorted then until Team of the Season in the sense of you evolve that now and it's great for the next few weeks. But then when Team of the Season comes in 4 or 5, 6 weeks, again, it's just a redundant card because you're just going to be waiting and there's going to be better cards on the market. Are they going to really match the Evos in a couple of weeks to be 90 and 91 rated too? I mean, I can't see it.
Um,
It's a tricky one. When they're releasing 86s still.
it's tricky, yeah. The inconsistency is there
Mm,
because you're trying to work out. I mean, why they have clips on them, I understand because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
trying to stop cards getting out of control, but also taking cards from 79 rated to
Mm,
88 rated in
yeah,
one swoop makes it them become things that just sort of hang around your club.
yeah.
And then they drop out your team because you're not really using them because they're not competitive anymore. And then you're waiting for the next Evo. So
A
I
low
think
rated card is better.
if they keep the 89 would be nice because I think a lot of us have old cards that are due
Yeah.
that kind of upgrade. The thing I'm more focused on than the sort of the 89 Evo is the foot birthday. Like, so the whole concept of a birthday is that it's a celebration wherein you are given things,
Mm,
and I don't think EA know that because what they do is they give you a tradable card and then they sell you the playstyles,
yeah. It's
which is a
their
bit.
birthday. We give them
It's a
our
bit.
money.
Yeah, it's a bit like selling somebody a car
Yeah.
and then telling them they have to buy the tires and the steering wheel.
We'll buy the keys. Give them the car. Buy the keys. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's even more apt. So, for those of you who don't know, FUT birthday cards come with no playstyles at all. But no playstyles, unless it's a hero or an icon card. If you get a tradable card, and you then have to pay them for a playstyle and a playstyle plus. You have to buy the playstyles from them, right? And then that makes the card, no matter how much you paid for it, untradeable.
Yeah.
So imagine you're just like not the brightest, or even just the average player, and you see, oh, I can buy playstyles and add them to this card. That'll make the card unique and should get more money for it, you'd think. And then you do that, and then you go to list it, and it just says untradeable.
Yeah. Do you
So
know
not
what?
only have they screwed you over in making your
Yeah.
card untradeable, but you paid for the privilege of making your card untradeable.
But how good would that be though?
Right.
Imagine if you bought the card, right, and then you put the playstyles on it, and then that was tradable, then what a market you'd have then. Because then you could literally just buy the perfect kind of player for your team. They've kind of missed out on that then, or is that because of price ranges? Is that the issue? And
Instead,
trade
what they decided was this, no, they decided that that means nothing outside of this year's game. They needed more of it back. We need more of your coins back. Either that, or more people are just like buying coins than ever, and they can't stop it.
It's
And
got
so
to
now
be
they're just like,
FC
well,
points
just
now,
give
isn't
us your
it?
coins.
Yeah. And then they ban everyone
It's-
who buys coins for like, what was it, like a couple of millions, a couple like 20 quid, say. Or if you spend 20 quid on points, you're going to get like what, 10 gold packs. I mean, it's just, there's no comparison, is there?
Yeah, I had a friend of mine who had not bought coins, and he bought coins recently, and
Mm,
he was like, for what I bought in coins, I would have got maybe like 36 players,
exactly. Yeah.
and none of them would be the one I want.
Yeah, exactly. So you might as well just buy what you want. I mean, that's
Exactly.
it's got to be the way forward.
Exactly.
Normally, I'd be against people with this sort of stuff, but really, just with the way EA treat you, it's you've got to take the game into your own hands and enjoy it the way you want. We are waiting on
Yeah,
King and Ben as well. They should be here
the
any moment now.
yeah, I mean the other side to it is that they don't reward loyalty well enough. So like if you've got a club that's 17 years old, you know, you should get some seriously cool stuff,
Oh,
you
100%.
know, from EA every year. Like you should get like special icons and stuff, or like the worst icon from each year, or
Yeah,
some sort of thing like that. And instead, they just put the date
yeah,
on your gamer tag at the end of the game, and that's it.
brilliant.
So what's driving me to just not? And you burn my club every season.
Hmm.
So where is the inspiration for me to stay like
You're right.
loyal to the company? Like
The
when instead I can just be like, okay, well, yeah, they took down that account. I'll just start another account.
Yeah, you'll just buy another one. And from my understanding, I have no idea how it works. I've never really bought coins. I say I haven't bought coins in what, like 10, 15 years. Say I used to get it when people used to sell it on eBay. Do you remember when people used to do that? 100K for
No,
like,
never
no,
been involved in it.
oh mate, it was like 100K would be like 8 quid. So that was like back when Ribery was playing for Bayern and all that lot. King's just said he's just waiting on Ben. There we go. Ben's just gone live in the Discord. He's put it on in our Discord channel. He's just gone live. Can you access the Discord doc?
Yeah, it's not
If
the.
not, I can give you his username.
No, I'm in there now. I'm just looking for the. Is it self promotion? It's in.
Yeah, self promotion. He's just tagged us now. He's just gone live. It's the Harrogate heckler. It's Ben. He's live. It's Bayern Munich versus Kosovo. Is he going to have that new Mandzukic card? I mean, that would be spicy, wouldn't it? He'd have had 2 hours to do that SBC. I'd be debuting him tonight. Give him a go. Give him a run out.
Indeed, indeed.
I love a player, mind. Underrated. I think that he's a bit of a journey.
Yeah, underrated, but played for some really big clubs.
Yeah. Was it Wolfsburg, Bayern, Juventus?
Yeah,
He scored a head kick in the Champions League final against Real Madrid when they lost 3-1 in Cardiff. I'm pretty sure he scored a banging goal.
maybe.
Yeah,
I think he could have done.
So just getting that match ready now. The boys are just saying, by the way, congratulations if any of you boys from our partner franchise club, Frenzy Blitz, they went 10-0 in playoffs last night for the pro clubs. They're 164th in the world. So well done to you lads. Keep grinding, keep going. You're nearly there. You're nearly there at top 100.
Indeed. Now Benny's just running ads at the moment.
As always, as is tradition.
Yeah, it's his tradition.
He's always running ads, this boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's always looking to make. He's got to pay his rent somehow, and he's too ugly to do it any other way.
Apologizing for the ads.
Ben,
he's a boy. He's a boy.
He is. He is. So
right, just making sure we got a match.
we are gonna drop out and leave the audio on for this game. Exciting game. And hopefully we get the ball rolling. So we are live over at the, it looks like the Allianz.
Look,
Kosovo team coming out. I'm not even going to try and butcher those names, but I can tell you that it's a very, it's surprising for me that America doesn't start. But yeah, two teams here lining up well. Now, is that the Pulisic he's put through the recent Evo's kicking off there,
It
Tom?
looks like it. He's added a bit of pace onto him, and Ben's looking. What formation is he playing? Is it a 4-1-4-1?
For it looks like it. Yeah, with two
Yeah,
sort of
two.
inside forwards.
It certainly looks that way. But Ben's
It
pinging
does.
that ball around early on. He's just trying to get the feel for the
Yeah,
ball.
but
Like,
if you try and play against Jay in those kind of spaces, he's going to bully you, take the
100%.
ball off you.
Just
So
getting an early feel for each other as we start this match now. Jay's just working that ball around, trying to find a bit of open space, recycle that ball a bit. And we've noticed already a double tap pass there. I don't know about you, Doc. I know you've only played a few games since this patch, but it's not as useful, the double taps anymore.
that's interesting because it has been really, really lucky defending there, and
Yeah.
he's given the ball away too easily there. Buying
Good start there,
on the
Ben.
attack. Now, really, you could do this going out for a throw. I'm surprised he let it go out for a throw. I'd have definitely bounced on that with Elise.
100%. He's going to be wanting
No,
a win here, though, after that penalty shootout lost last week.
he
Great save.
is. He is. But to come back to your earlier point, Tom, I found the double taps really not as effective as they were in and around the box, and more kind of like more gentler through balls. Very effective, and the inventive through ball just absolutely diabolical at the moment in game results. This works so well for me. Now this is going to be an interesting break here because with only one up front, he is very isolated, but that means that he has runners too.
Exactly.
Great,
That ball
very,
back.
really wise there. Adjdini on the ball, looking to play it into Rexbar.
Give it a turn.
Rashika, one of the best players in the team.
Great
Oh, he
dribbling.
let him
What a
turn.
goal!
Unbelievable. The way he
Patience.
moved then. Well, I mean, Rashika's always been one of those cards, the fabled starter cards. They don't really exist anymore. But he was always one of those cards where it was like, pace, what? Position, what? Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
try that out.
I mean,
Always been good and generally gets a Turkey team of the season as well.
100%. He's moved out to Turkey since his failed move at Norwich. I remember when Norwich were that yo-yo Premier League side, he couldn't quite get the goals that he can in the other leagues now. But we've always seen that with the Premier League. Oh my goodness me, he made a mistake. Is he going to punish him here? Oh,
Well,
Ben's
really well read from Ben there because that's the same move that he scored with. So Ben definitely picking up the style of play here that's been put forward by Jay.
Has Jay done his homework here? Because we've seen that he's able to do quite a few of those twists and turns in the box. And we've kind of seen Ben being a bit 50-50 at defending those. We can see he's actually standing back and letting the AI defend for him. But he's just being a bit sloppy on the edge of the box there. We can see Jay just really doing a lot of those turns. Is he going to get away another shot here? He's got to go for it.
Oh, he had to close him down. It's the same move again.
Copy and paste.
So this time, Adjdini is scoring the goal, the striker there.
What a card. Have you seen the stats on that? It was at 91 pace, 89 shots, quick step plus. And finesse.
Well, we're nearly halfway through the first half, and Ben, somebody who can score goals, he's definitely in the game until the whistle goes, or until it's mathematically very difficult at the very least. What he needs to do is he maybe needs to counter one of these breaks because it looks to me that Jay's playing with fullbacks defend and sort of leading his attack. He's going to turn and shoot again. Surprisingly, is it Upamecano and the right back have recently been through. The right back is Cancelo. I was going to say been through an Evo. There's that new Cancelo card, so you would expect this side of the pitch to be a bit more solid.
Absolutely.
But I really feel like Ben's pushing the ball here. He's really trying to push the play, and when he gets in possession, he's losing the ball too easily.
Is he going to go through again? It's another double tap. We've seen a bit of goalkeeper movement there and offside.
Yeah. Goalkeeper movement's interesting because it's something that's like in and out of fashion in the game. But really, Kosovo have just dominated, and not just dominated in terms of technical football, but dominated in terms of physicality on the pitch as well.
Yeah, we've got some more ads here from Ben who wants to make a bit more of that dollar. So I'm just going to quickly run through some of the things that we've noticed Jay do within this first half. I mean, Jay's always been one of these people to watch quietly in the background of how his opponent plays, and he's obviously noticed that everyone. Yeah, we've obviously noticed that to get to Ben, you've really just got to go for it in the first half and really put that pressure on. So far, from what we have seen from Jay, is just that the suffocation, and we've missed a goal. It's 3-0 to Jay. Ben, get rid of your ads, my friend.
Oh, see, this is the conspiracy here that Ben is using the ad break to hide the goals he's conceding. Very sneaky, very underhanded, as is the Munich way.
I'll tell you what, though, while he's on the screen, shout out Mr. Doodle. If you've been watching News Round this week, kids, we'll know that this is all for children in need, and any way that you can donate to these children in need, as we do as part of the AFC Frenzy page, all of your donations go to a great cause. Mr. Doodle is actually the person who's designed his own red noses, and you can too if you visit the shop there to buy and purchase and donate to charity.
Looks like crap. Looks like a kid did it.
Well, yeah, I think that's the kind of plan.
And this Easter, don't forget to treat yourself to some Easter fun from M&M's. I'm really hoping that Kosovo score 8 goals here. Yeah, this Easter, treat yourself with Maltesers and M&M's. Shop now. See, I'm making it seem like them terrible, like, you know, when you're watching the American stream illegally, and they always have like the little ad that comes up in the side of the screen.
Yeah. This is slowly turning into the Super Bowl now. We've got breaks every 10 minutes. Here we go. He's got to make this World Cup out.
Oh, that is what happens when people know what you're going to do.
Oh, 100%. And we've all said all along, Ben is a person who will run down the wing and cut it back. So Jace, obviously, as you said earlier, fullbacks on defend. He's going to do whatever he can to stop that ball coming through. I don't know about you, but Jay's working this ball so well. But I think Ben's giving him a bit too much. I don't know, a bit too much credit. He's just falling back on him instead of pressing him. He really does need to get right on top of his players.
Well, the problem that Ben has is that he's counter-attacking against 4 with 3. So he's outnumbered every time. So he's got to beat 2 men to have space in front of him.
He can.
Oh. See, like that there. Like he had to go through so many people, and that's because his midfield is not joining in. It looks to me like he's maybe got 2 deep line playmakers on defend, maybe a holding in a deep line, but either way, that central midfield is not involved. And previously, we did think that might have been because of the type of players he had there when he had Cruz and Alonso, but I think it's just the way he plays. I think that's Ben's style. Yeah. I think really shocking. Kosovo to glory, 2-0 up. Interestingly, no Mandzukic on the bench. I would have had him on the bench at least. But Mateus Tell, a good card as well. Have a fantastic season. Well, now that's interesting.
It is.
You see, Ben's got a lot of players off roll.
And that is huge. I don't know about you, Doc, but for me, everyone's got to be on plus. I mean, I've really been utilising those roles that they've released. I think it was 88 plus in all of them. But you can see Upamecano on defender, but he's got no plus or even plus on them either.
Yeah.
That were me, I wouldn't be playing Cruz as a box-to-box. He hasn't got the legs to do it. And we can see Ben's doing that now. Gravenberch possibly coming on. Are we going to see McKay after we bullied the shit out of Ben for the past few weeks for not using him? But, I mean, he's very top-heavy with strikers. McKay, Medina, Kane, Tell. I mean, there's not a lot of other changes that he can make.
No, and I think the tendency is sometimes to be a bit overcritical towards Ben because he's a proper soldier. Like, Ben's one of those guys that, like, you know, he will say what he thinks and he's not going to change because you disagree with him or you want to put him down. So sometimes I think we can be a bit too hard on him. I think that really, for his skill level, I think Ben's built a good team. I think if he was a bit more tactically aware and a bit more sort of aware of the meta, he might find himself doing a little bit better. But I think for his level that you know, Ben matches and more often than not surpasses where we expect him to be. So I'm really hoping that Ben can pull it together in the second half and really show us what he can do.
Well, Ben, as we said, when he gets in that groove, he knows how to pack a punch. When he's getting in and feeling himself like he is now with Elise and Luis Diaz on the wings, he always gives himself a fighting chance. And I don't know about you, Doc, but he's had quite a few chances so far where if that ball was just a little bit quicker, a bit zipped, he'd have been right through on goal or getting that shot off within the 6 yard box. So, advice to Ben here is just be a bit more resolute, ping that pass a bit quicker, and then utilize the wings as he has been because they are his danger men.
You've got to admire the way Jay plays like a man with a 3-goal lead. Like he's not rushing anything. He's happy to get the ball, pass it around. He wants Ben to come onto him, create the space. And if Ben, if the pressure of needing to get a goal gets to him, then he's going to try and rush it more and more. But when he plays this passing game, looks to get it inside. Now he's got to go back out wide again. You see, the winger, for me, for the way he plays, his wingers are too far back.
Exactly. They need to be almost on the edge of the fullback so that they can trigger that through ball. Because
At least say past that. I mean, he's got the ball near their half, and now he's in a great position, but he's in an offside position because his camera can't catch up. And that, again, so just minor changes he could make that would help him.
Yeah.
But really, you've got to credit Jay's defending. He's really done a great job in terms of closing down the play.
Great as well. Great player. And this is the thing now. We've got Jay, and I've noticed on his CDM that he's playing, he's got that intercept plus, and that is exactly the kind of play style that you need when you are defending a 3-0 lead. Just someone to just slow the play down a little bit and just help you to recycle. Because with every passing second, a minute is going by in this game. So are we going to see Ben start to throw the kitchen sink? Are we going to see Jay possibly counter?
Something that came up that certainly opened my eyes. We could see how tired Jay's team was. Yes. Now we've got 35 minutes to go. We know that Ben has options. One goal can really put the cat amongst the pigeons, and when that happens, pigeons get fucked up. Is Jay going to be the cat or is Jay going to be the pigeon? Because right now he's being the cat and Ben's being the pussy. So let's roll the dice, baby.
I'll just, bring you back, Doc, a minute ago where you said we've got to give Ben a bit more credit and now we're calling him a pussy. I mean, that is the life of a commentator at the moment. Game changer being used on the striker there. Very nice block there by Meccano. Elise just about to run through with it. Is he going to release him through? He's through again. Low driven this, surely. Great challenge by Hoti, the centre half there.
And you've got to ask yourself, would Roy Mackay have got through there?
Fresh legs. For me, I don't know about you, Doc, roughly the 65th minute, I'm making all 5 changes. Normally 4 changes I would make out of the 5. Here we go. We've got a cam change there. Medina looking to come on in the cam. McKay, almost as if Ben is listening. Is he going to change tactics or formation here? We are seeing a few changes here to a 4-3-3. Is he going to be moving players? See, for me, Elise's got to be in the middle. Yeah, with that Tiki Taka Plus as well. He's absolutely got to be at the heart of the play here.
Yeah, Perisic with pace as well on the wing is dangerous because he's got such a weird physique.
Oh, 100%.
He's like a 6'2" snake.
Yeah. We have got a late swap to the schedule. We have had someone who's had internet problems. So Sheep is on a double shift this evening. Sheep will be on the next game versus Smithy. So Zimbabwe versus Colchester will be coming to us live in just over 10 minutes, guys.
Fantastic. And we've got the last 20 minutes of this game really winding down for Kosovo. They're just having fun with it right now. They're just taking their time around the box. A bit more of a training game for Kosovo than a competitive one.
It does have that pre-season feeling, this second half. There's no real punches being thrown here. It's just a bit of, cat and mouse, as we alluded to. But again, another great challenge there. Not really giving Ben any form of chance, even if it's a pot shot just to follow up on. Are we going to see a late goal? Double tap there. Through again. 4.
That was cold.
And there we go. Cold. There we go. It was a
Wouldn't be there.
That use of the low driven plus, absolutely phenomenal with the 87 pace and 90 shot balance there.
Yeah, and in a game where you thought really that Bayern were going to start pushing on in the last few minutes, it's Kosovo hitting them on the break from you'd have to say fairly predictable ball to Mikael Olise, where you knew he was going to cut in. Really, I think Ben maybe needing a bit of tactical help. I think he has the players.
And at this
You know,
stage, you know that Fitzy is going to be there, arm around the shoulder type thing. You know, he's going to be good in his own way. You know, much different here.
I'm around the neck.
Oh, do you know what I want to
Now this
see
will be
tonight, Dom?
interesting
You know
because
what I
he
want to
hasn't.
see tonight?
What's that?
I want to see the utilization of the power shot tonight. I mean, I scored a couple of bangers last night because it is back. There's a lot more dip on them. So
It
if
is.
you do have anyone, you know, whilst you're here listening as well, if you want your Philip Shaver i9000, I mean, we've got a cracking deal, 57% off your limited time deal with Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you can use it on Ben, it comes in wet and dry like all good pussies.
Talking of 10-year warranties, we're going to need Ben to have a 10-year warranty on on a. I don't know. Is it maybe someone to check in on him for the next 10 years after this? What, 5-0
I don't know.
annihilation?
I mean, it's the nil that does me.
It is. It's
And he's just been
not bad
dominated.
going
But we
there.
know Jay's. I mean, look, Jay's a great one-on-one defender. So good luck getting past him. But his defensive positioning around the box has been great because every time Ben's gone to cut it back, there's been somebody there. But one of the things again I've got to talk about is the size of this Kosovo team. They are a big, big bunch. Is this going to be a sixth?
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God! Oh my God!
Ben's head is in the shed. That's all I can say.
Krasnicki off the bench.
Goodness me.
Unbelievable.
In a game as
Well,
well
this
Doc, that was not streamed. We'll go to that information I'm about to share with you in a minute. Let's focus now on 6-0 drumming that Jay has put
okay.
upon Ben.
So first and foremost, a big shout out to Ben for streaming. Big shout out to Ben for um, coming along, playing. Definitely have the right players in place. Um, definitely have the ability. Just maybe a bit of a development to his game would help him out a little bit in terms of being able to maximize what he can do with those players. That would be the best way forward. I actually got enamored then looking at different stats. Um, that's my bad. But yeah, I thought it was a good game for Jay. Um,
Well, I mean, Jay has shown tonight that, you know, I don't know about you. I've always thought of Jay as more of a defensive-minded player, but looking at that tonight, I think you could not really tell who the German side was. You wouldn't have thought that the German efficiency of Bayern was there. You'd more say that was the Kosovian team. I mean, it was what, like 8 or 9 shots from Jay tonight, and he's put 6 of them away. I mean, that is deadly.
Jay looks really dangerous around the box because he's
Mm,
willing to pick the ball up on the side of the box and then use his technical dribbling ability to either find a pass or find a man in the box
mm.
for an easy goal. And I thought he played exceptionally well. I think when you compare it to the game he played against Sheep, totally different game.
Oh, it
Totally
is.
different game. It was like that he'd got used to the speed of it. He'd got used to everything that you needed to be able to execute,
Mm.
and he did it so well. And you can see he's really evolved the team to suit his needs,
I was
which
about to say
is
that. You could
one of
tell.
the disadvantages that Ben has is that with so many good buying players in that 87 to 89 rating, he's not had a chance to evolve them, which means that he is at what is at first a huge advantage becomes a disadvantage the longer you go in the P&P. Something even you saw with Inter where you were stuck for positions because you had, for example, Bastoni and people like that who are okay, but you're not going to be able to compete in P&P with a 70 pace centre back.
It's not
You're going to
happening. It's
need
not
more
right.
than that. Yeah, as good as that card is. So sometimes it's better to have a team that you develop than it is to be given a team. I know my sporting team really suits my style of play. Particularly a couple of the players in midfield are just like built for how I want my players to be. So
100%.
next game's going to be a big one.
It is.
It's an unconventional international match
Yeah.
between the proud nation of Colchester and the proud nation of Zimbabwe. Colchester's economy is 10 times larger than Zimbabwe's,
That's
um,
mad.
which is crazy considering the size difference. But one thing that Zimbabwe does have that nobody else has is sheep. Sheep to goated, certainly almost goated. Um, Hell of a player, really good fun guy, easy going. Um, is this going to be the day he loses his mind by getting slapped by Colchester?
You know, both of these boys epitomise what you said there about being on that journey of maybe a lower ranked team and getting to know exactly the ins and the outs of every player, knowing what angle to pass, what angle to shoot, how to exactly dribble or jockey with a player. And I think that the more time you spend with a player, you're going to know exactly all of their ins and outs. So Sheep moving from Dortmund in the PMP season one over to Zimbabwe, my God, he has showed exactly how you go on that journey. We've had a couple of people, Mackham with the Sunderland team, he's won. And now we're seeing Smithy join us on that kind of Colchester. That's his local club where he's been to a couple of matches. I believe he even stewarded. I might be wrong. Maybe if he's in the interview later, maybe ask him. So I swear he's done some stewarding jobs there as well. But, you know, both of these teams, I mean, Zimbabwe and Colchester, you wouldn't really look at these and go, right, we're going to get many promotional cards or team of the week, say. We've had one, I think it was Tim Payne, I think his name is, for Colchester, the camp.
Manetzi got one this week
and yes, that's,
Zimbabwe.
I was going to say, Manetzi has just got one for Sheep yesterday. And I spoke to Sheep last night and I said, look, what's going on? You've got like two informs this year. You've got Manetzi and Darikwa, who is his right back, come right mid. And I spoke to him about his journey because he's done Zimbabwe every year. And he's had one team of the week, I think, was the max that any FIFA's ever had. So the fact that Manetzi and Darikwa are in it, as well as his Evos that he's made, you know, what a lovely story to see the Europa League winner who beat PSV in the final is now going to be representing Zimbabwe. I mean, he is going to be making, after we've seen his promotional picture, he's going to be making that Nakamba a cult hero. As I've just got a message from him now, he's saying he is ready to go. Are we ready a few minutes early today, Doc?
We are. I just need to do a few things, and when I work out how to do them, I will do them.
What are your predictions for this? Because we've just seen Jay versus Ben, who are both your side, Team Fitzy. We're about to see two teams now that are going to be on my side, you know, Colchester and Zimbabwe. Also, whilst we were going to go get a match earlier on, we had some technical difficulties within the Discord. We do have Jordan Lee, who is representing Newcastle, was PSG last year. He had a friendly match against one of our new recruits of Dundee United. It was Newcastle versus Dundee. Jordan Lee versus Mr. Nayfoot. And Mr. Nayfoot came out as a 3-1 winner in that. So it just shows that all of that oil money that Newcastle have, you know, against a good evolution card, you know, a 90 rated striker, I believe Mr. Nayfoot has. It balances it all out as we go into this game now. Talking of balancing things out, Colchester, Zimbabwe, here we go.
Indeed. Now, I think with this one, I only see one winner. Sheep. He's turned up to every live occasion and just smashed it. So I don't see him doing any different this time round. A lot of respect for Smithy, who I did have until he went to a Machine Gun Kelly concert.
It was his birthday. Give him a break.
He paid for that experience.
He paid. He actually met up, and this is the great story of our community. He actually met up with Josh from our Discord. So two people who have been internet friends within our Discord for what 2-3 years now have actually had that experience of meeting up. Talking of meeting up, I believe we're going to try and organise something maybe in Manchester later this year, something like that. Would be nice to sort of meet some of each other. If you're interested in this sort of stuff, come and join the community. It's awesome. As we go into today's game, best teams are here.
Definitely, boy. And we've got obviously Sheep there, big Man City fan, as you can tell, and from his comments and from his smugness. And obviously Smithy's representing his local club. And as we get ready for kickoff, do we have a score prediction from you, Tom?
4-1, and it's 4-1 to Sheep. I mean, this is the low-driven king in the whole of the Discord. This guy finds, he's like Suarez. He could nutmeg a mermaid. He finds a little gap and he just shoots it across goal with ease every time. So I'm going to go 4-1 to Sheep. Don't discredit Smithy though. I mean, he's been grinding. His centre backs.
I'm not gonna. I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. But I think that Sheep will score the kind of goals that that are meta.
Mm,
And I think Smithy might miss out on those goals. That could be the difference between, say, like a 6-3
mm.
and a 6-all.
I'm trying to think of the
So
centre back evolution that Smithy's done because last week he pocketed R9 Ronaldo for the first like 60 odd minutes. He
Tendon
used,
Mengi.
that's it. He used the iconic glow up defender on him, and he was phenomenal. But as we see, Smithy's squad versus OTC, the one true champion. Urbig in goal here. We've got some. Hang on, have we got the right players? No, this looks like a wrong team here. I think Smithy's made some errors here because Weston, McKennie, and Upper Meccano are playing. We're going to have to quickly re-roll this because I think there's been a slight mistake in the teams now. So hopefully the boys have seen that as well before we move on. Yeah, they have seen the error. They're just going to make a. Let's put that down to a hangover from Smithy from being at a concert all night. We're not going to count that game, obviously. It will give the 3-0 to whoever has quit here. But just going
and
on there,
in Smithy's defence, vast amounts of semen when imbued will cause memory loss. So remember, he was at a Machine Gun Kelly concert. That one's for you, Lucy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But moving back to the game, we can see Smithy just making the changes that are necessary as he vomits into the bucket. And we are getting ourselves set up again. Now, McKennie may have trialled at Colchester. I don't know. I don't know. But
maybe
what I
it's
do
past,
love,
present, and future. You know,
up the U's.
Up the
Colchester are
U's.
called the U's.
Yeah, Colchester United, isn't it? I mean, but I don't know if you saw this. Sheep has also utilised that iconic glow up on the defender, Brendan Galloway, who is a Zimbabwean left-footed centre half. He was playing for Everton, I believe, in his younger days. But it's interesting to see how both of the lads have used those and gone with the icon swaps route to get those evolutions through. I mean,
well, I'm always surprised at how quickly a Scouser will sell out his nation. So it's no surprise for me that another person from Liverpool should be representing the country outside of Europe, as is with the Chinese team as well. But big time player last time. Mengi, big time player. And obviously that pain card was the team of the week card that has been put through some Evos. So we have Colchester to kick off. We can see there Smithy lining up with a 4-4. What was it? A 4-2?
4-2-3-1. He's wide, yeah.
Yeah. Looking to build up play. Smithy playing the ball quite quickly, which is definitely Sheep's Achilles heel.
Whoa!
Oh my God! I did not see that coming. We've got before the start of the game. Danger man.
Smithy means business tonight, boys.
Yeah, but Sheep always composed, always ready, and when it comes between a battle between a sheep and a ewe, I'm always going to back a sheep.
You got it. At the moment, Smithy's shearing this sheep. I mean, we see Inyoni just running the ball there through to Mazmanise into Fiucciere. And another really good interception there by Tucker at the back, who's put that ball out to Edwards into Bishop in the middle here as well. Lovely interception there by the Swansea Academy Rashiwa into Inyoni. Are we going to get a Mazmanise? Oh, goodness me.
Great. Oh, my God. Was that Ronaldinho?
Goodness me.
Chirera. What a player.
Wow.
That looks like the Ronaldinho body type there.
Do you know what? More than anything tonight, I can go to bed knowing that I've said about 4 or 5 Zimbabwean players' names, hopefully on point tonight. So if there's any victory tonight, I'm going to take that.
Chirera, Antonio, back to Chirera.
Mengi again. Fantastic.
Yeah, Mengi's such a force. Payne, the creative force for Colchester. Now, surprisingly, in a game between Sheep and a ewe, we haven't seen anyone hoof it yet. Actually, that worked. Call that comedy gold. But really, Sheep, you would expect is starting to put his foot on the game. Around the box, he's deadly. There's been 2 times where if Smithy hadn't stopped him, it would have been a goal easily. So Sheep building pressure. You'd have to say maybe that first goal getting the game to life immediately, forcing Sheep into action, which we saw. Now a lot of lone striker formations, a lot of strikers with formations with width as the 4-4-1-1 is being utilised a lot. Unbelievable there from Smithy. Outstanding goal. And Bick again.
2 goals. Beak.
So
he was the danger man last week.
He was, and we're seeing that system utilized a lot. So, it, I think that's why we're seeing a lot of 4-1-2-1-2s coming out as well,
Yeah.
because people are looking to attack centrally against that width.
I mean,
So
with the
Sheep
new
here,
passing, it is a lot more accurate. I know that I've made myself a Jefferson Lerma with 99 short and long pass. I mean, certainly that should help with this new patch. Now, I mean, Smithy, 2 shots, 2 goals so far. And I don't know if you've noticed, Doc, but both boys tonight have got silver goalkeepers due to the lack of goalkeeper evos that are out. So basically, just shoot on sight against these two, David Bentley and Macy. Macy being the ex Arsenal Academy goalkeeper, was on loan at Portsmouth for a couple of years, and now he finds himself playing for Colchester. I mean, how do we see this rest of this half go, Doc? Because one thing that we can see that's glaringly obvious is this game compared to our last, it's chalk and cheese. These boys are just going for it, whereas the last one was a lot more methodical. This one's like
yeah,
metal football.
yeah, and I'd also say that they're both kind of playing in a similar way.
Yeah.
Um, Sheep a bit slower, maybe, but they're certainly playing in the same way.
Mm.
Um, I think that we could see a high scoring game if um, Smithy can stop Sheep from scoring near every opportunity. But he is so deadly in the box, and some of those passes, the double tap not really coming off that well for Sheep though.
It's just a bit slower. I mean, it's less effective. They did say that in the new patch as well. I mean, Smithy, I'm going to give him his
It's
flowers
never
here.
offside.
It is offside, and great defensive line there by Deriqua, who is one of those informs that we have just spoken about. But great start from Smithy. We know that Sheep comes alive in this second half. He always has a bounce back. As we said earlier, he's not one to panic, is he? He's very much, he knows his game plan. He knows that he's going to eventually wear people down, and then he's just going to find those little tiki-taka balls on the edge of the box, have a quick turn and a pot shot. But I mean, as you've said many times before in the first 30 minutes, we can see a pause now by Sheep already. Smithy is doing a fantastic job so far.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a contrast in tactics here because when Smithy attacks, he has people. Oh, we're in a position here. Is it going to
Like,
happen? Oh, so
oh,
that was great play by Sheep. Really, just doing the simple things there.
all for
But
one win.
when
One.
we're seeing people playing the way
Mm.
that Smithy is, as soon as he looks to counter, like Ben would look to counter, he's got 5 people in attack.
Yeah.
And when Ben was countering, he had a lone striker with wingers waiting to catch up. So really, Smithy's counter-attacking system is a perfect system for Sheep as he looks to keep the ball and move your players around. But in doing that, he's also moving his own players around. So Smithy looking to exploit space. It looks like Sheep is trying to maintain a disciplined line against him, and we're in for a match.
Again, yeah, you can see 2-2. We're averaging a goal at the moment, every 9 minutes in game.
Yeah.
Some slight errors are creeping into Smithy's play here. Maybe that's just the momentum swinging, or maybe I'm just being a bit harsh. But I'm starting to get the feeling that Sheep's going to turn it up a gear or two here, just going to play on the edge of that box. Another turn,
Oh,
another
that was brilliant.
another goal. I mean, how do you even defend that? Because he's someone who, Sheep wants you to be touch tight so that you don't allow him to turn, but then he just uses that right analog stick so well to do a skill move like he's just done to put it away quickly. And again, advice to these two boys: you've both got silver goalkeepers, to shoot on sight. We've seen nearly a goal every single shot today.
Yeah, yeah. And what's happening now is that Smithy worked out how Sheep was playing. He needs to work out how he's playing now
Mm.
because
Oh,
he's
he's
not
through again.
defending it well at all. Macy with the first save of the game now, but he's not defending what Sheep does. He has a B and a C plan to how he wants to play. So you
Yeah.
might shut down his first game, then you've got to shut down his second game as well, and then his third game. So he's a difficult guy to play against. So coming out of that 3-2 to Smithy, Smithy's got to feel very, very good when he goes forward, knowing that when he's in attack, if he can get that ball in and around the box, it's guaranteed goal.
He's got to
Sheep,
remind himself of
no.
that thing.
Say again?
He's got to remind himself of that. He is going in 3-2 down, but it just takes a really good 5-10 minutes of this, and then this whole match is on its head again. We can see on the bench here as well for Sheep. He's got a 90 rated Mignetzi now. He's been really using a lot of these evolutions. He's got an 89 rated striker as well, so he's got a lot of firepower across the pitch. I don't know too much about the Colchester bench, but I do know that he's got Tavide, who is an absolute unit to possibly come on later as well.
Yeah, again, it's the advantage of time. You know, he's had more evolutions to put more players into, and he's had players leave his squad because they can't go into Levos that have been replaced with other players. And really, Smithy, not quite at that stage yet, but for where he is at, he's really showing great composure and a great desire to attack. Which I love to see, and I think where he's that this is it should have gone
Oh,
the way he created that space for his striker, then
yeah,
oh,
that looked
you
like
just
an
didn't see
opportunity
it.
for a low driven, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But I think really Sheep has started to adapt to the double taps not being that great
Yeah,
in this game, and he's playing a
great
lot more
interception.
direct passes, and I think that's helped him in his game maybe get in the box a lot quicker.
Oh, 100%. But you know, Smithy's not done too bad in possession. I heard say that curses the commentator as he loses the ball there. You know, again, first 10 minutes have been feeling each other out a little bit. We haven't really had a shot yet. Just again, a lot from Sheep of playing that ball into feet. Not so much of a through ball, but he's just going to utilise the pace of his players once they are getting that ball under control. Slight bad touch there by Lisby to recycle play into Inyoni.
Yeah, now this is the stage in the first half where Sheep really came strong and started putting the goals away. And
Oh,
again,
that's again.
oh, I
Oh,
was counting that goal before it
I
even
mean,
was
I
struck. I
mean,
thought it was in before it left his foot.
wow.
Precision shooting giveth and it taketh away.
It does. I mean, I've always heavily relied on that low driven, and I know before the game we actually hyped up as well the low driven
Yeah,
option. Is he going to find him? He's through again. Great finish.
composure.
Great finish. I'll be honest, I didn't think he was going to go there. I thought he was going to finesse across goal.
Yeah, it was a great goal though.
Fantastic game.
He's actually a pretty decent pro club striker. If you're playing at
Yeah,
around the 2000, 2200 elo. So don't be surprised when he puts the ball in the net. And again, I felt a little bit rushed there from Smithy.
yeah.
Sheep has started to back off him on the counter.
Again, a bit of
Um,
respect shown from each player towards each other. A bit of disrespect there from that Mazwanize turn. Is he
he
going to
can't
take it?
do that.
Error.
He will punish you every time. Those kind of mistakes, you got to take them out your game because you can't be giving goals away to people, especially when you're drawing 3-3.
I mean, 7 goals in 60 minutes. I mean, game of the night for sure at the moment. I know we've only had 2 games, but I can't see many more. I can see about 2 or 3 more goals in this game. I can't see any other matches tonight showing this many goals unless Sheep in our next game wants to turn up against Gav, who will be Zimbabwe versus Barcelona in about 15 minutes.
I like that game.
It will be
Oh,
intense.
great footwork there by Payne. Through ball
Again,
again.
oh,
It didn't need the double
he
tap. It
didn't. He
didn't need
didn't.
it.
Sheep's going
But
to
now
punish him. He's through.
he's through. Yeah, he's gonna put this guy on his
Great,
bum, and then he's gonna score. Oh
great
no!
interception, Tucker.
You've got to say bad play by both players around the box
It
there.
is. It's almost as if they're a bit too afraid to gamble a little bit. They're kind of unsure. You know, if you're ever unsure in those positions, just keep on running. Make them make the decision first and then counter it. Here he goes through again. Is he going to find that ball through? Great interception by Tucker again there. Another
Yeah,
double tap.
Tucker and
Big
Mengi
stroke.
really solid defensive partnership here.
Fantastic.
Oh
Gugnoni. What a
yeah,
player he is.
no, we were talking before the game that taking the meta goal might be the difference between say a 6-4 game and say a 6-6 game for Smithy,
Yeah,
and we're starting to see that some of those simple moves in the box, some of the simple like the little shimmy and a turn that Sheep's been able to do has enabled him to score easy goals.
yeah.
And Smithy, we had a chance to hit the post. That maybe if it had been squared across would have been a goal for him. And I'm sure that there will be other chances in the game, but really would love to see another goal for Smithy here instead of Sheep pulling away in the last few minutes.
Well, I don't know if you remember, Doc, but at the start of this game, you actually said you wouldn't be surprised if this game ended 6-3. I mean, we're very close to that right now. The chance.
Well, it's just I've seen enough of Sheep and I know where Smithy's story is at. But
Yeah.
the game's still got time to go. You would like Colchester to get a goal. It would be good. just to kind of give us a good end to the game. But really looking there, you can see that
Play him.
almost
Play him.
20%. Oh, he's through.
Why
Oh,
is he
she
off?
had
Oh, yeah,
time.
he's off. He's off. That'll be why.
He was off.
I don't know
Yeah,
if you guys are noticing watching as well. Have a look at how quickly Sheep is pressing the buttons on his D-pad with his controller on the top right-hand side of the screen. He is constantly moving his analog sticks to player swap and make sure that everybody is in position. Slight change.
he's
15 minutes to go.
no, in this last 10 minutes. Sheep knows if he loses the ball, he's in trouble in transition.
He's just got to play smart now.
Oh,
done.
Executed with perfection. The double tap there, really, really, when executed, is so deadly. And they may have made it less effective, but that doesn't mean that Sheep's any less effective while using it.
Both valiant efforts from the boys tonight. Game isn't over yet. I mean, I've still got a feeling we'll see a 10th goal in this game. We have been averaging a goal every 9 minutes at the minute, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Just depends on who's going to get it. But I mean, if you're Sheep now, just play it professional, keep the ball on the floor. Both boys looking to make one more sub. I think he's going to want to bring Marvelous Nakamba on, as is tradition. I mean, are we going to see even an opportunity for
great
that?
Use of the bruiser there?
It is. And talk to me about that very quickly, Doc, while the ball's in the middle of the park. The use of bruiser lately, I mean, we're seeing it on pro clubs, very effective.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great way of it's a different kind of tackle. It gives you an opportunity to use the physicality of your player to the extreme. So even if you have a small player using it, when you have somebody who's super strong using it, you can send people off the side of the pitch. You can the seal out's very popular. Personally, I like to use it like the B button, which is the traditional tackle button, where I'll just go head to head with somebody and use bruiser over tackle if I'm got bruiser over anticipate. Great defending there from Smithy, really sealing it out there. I mean, he's put on a great performance, and certainly from where he was at to where he is now, things look great.
Oh, 100%. This game is nearly over now. Have we seen a change? Are we seeing Marvelous Nakamba come on? I don't
know if Nakamba. I don't think he has, because he knows he has a game to win here.
Yeah, awful amount of respect being shown here as we go into the 90th minute now. Are we going to see one last chance on a counter for Smithy here, or is it damaged goods? Let's have a look. Is he going to go for a wonder goal? Yeah, you've got to. You've always got to gamble it. But what a game, boys. 6-3, Doc.
Seriously.
With your crystal ball.
Good game. I do. I have one crystal ball and one real one. It's not what you think. It was an accident. I dated a crazy woman.
Right, okay. We can see that game is over. We have got a little bit of time before our next game. We've got about 13 minutes now. I don't know if you want me to invite the boys, see if they want to come and have...
If you want, be cool to have Smithy on, and definitely have Sheep on, if not now, certainly after his game with Gav.
Yeah, let me just ping those across to the boys.
Yeah.
I'm sure
if Gav was watching that, I'm sure he's looking at that team and thinking about where he can make exploits and make the best of his Barca 11 in that game. But yeah, great game. Smithy a bit undone on Evos and sort of like FC Streetwise, I suppose. But what did you think of the result and the performance and all of that?
I mean, it's kind of not to disrespect Smithy at all. I mean, the caliber of Sheep we've seen from the first season, he's been there, he's done it, he's gone the whole way. So we kind of know that experience really does help you when games are tight. Smithy came out of the blocks absolutely gunning for it. And we've seen that composure which we expect from Sheep. You don't win a Europa League of season one without being composed and falling behind as well. He's used to that as well, playing against someone like Steve who just scores goals for fun. I mean, the way that he approached that second half specifically, I mean, he completely shut out Smith. I think it was just one goal which was on a counter. But when you consider how attacking Sheep was that half, to only concede like one or two chances, he's done really well there. And I know Sheep from himself, the way that he plays, he knows that he's got that silver goalkeeper. So he's really got to lock in and defend and try and give away as small amount of chances as possible. one thing we need to see from Sheep is to play someone of the highest caliber. Playing someone from Team Fitzy that has gone the distance. Someone like Ryan. I mean, obviously that they play each other quite a lot. Chinese Ryan. We've got Sheep joining us now. I mean, Sheep, talk us through that win. I mean, that was a very close first half. Sheep. Gone back.
Sheep, you about?
Back.
Yeah, I'm here now, mate.
Bleat for freedom. So
Yeah.
Tom, you want to repeat the question?
Yeah, just saying, Sheep. It was a really good win. I mean, Doc predicted 6-3, funnily enough, just before the game had started. I mean, what a great start and show you boys put on for all of those who are watching live at the minute. 3-2 at half time, 6-3 by the end of the game. What are your thoughts on that first half compared to the second?
Yeah, it was a difficult game, man. Again, my defense let myself down like early. So I felt like, from minute one, I was like fighting more than I had to.
Yeah.
But I also think like he was like a perfect like representative of me, like how I play, like really good attacking, but I will give my opponent times to get into the game.
Yeah, I noticed that Tucker and Tendon Mengi's two centre backs were very problematic for you in terms of stopping your game of spinning in the box. What was it like playing against those kind of unknown cards?
Yeah, as I know myself, man, it's very annoying to play against someone you've never heard of. You don't know how tall they are or anything, man. So yeah,
So, what's it like the shoe being on the other foot for this game then?
it's not good, mate. I think we should make a
we've
rule
taken
against it.
we've taken your advantage away. The more we expose people to your game, the more your game's going to have to develop. And one of the things I did pick up on was that Smithy kind of shut you down real early and scored two goals, and then you kind of tactically slowed things down a little bit and changed your game up. Do you find that's something that you try and do if things aren't going your way? Do you feel like you have a second and third string to your game?
Yeah, I noticed like the reason the game wasn't going my way is I was just doing everything too fast. Like when I'm at my best, I'm a slow. Like I'll stand on the ball at times. So like during the pause, one of the other pauses, I was saying to myself, mate, slow it down. And yeah, that's what I did, man.
No, you did a great job.
You could see you really controlled the game. I mean, you could tell that you gave yourself that little talk there, just as you said, slow it down. I brought up during the match, I don't know if you could hear it or not, that you were doing a lot of passes into feet and just trusting the actual natural pace of your wingers, opposed to playing it through for them to run onto. I mean, looking at one of the danger men for you, Sheep, I don't know if he scored or not, Mazwanize. I know that you're looking at a couple of evolutions for that card as well. I mean, just talk to us about these kind of players. Mazwanize being a player, I believe it's Motherwell in the SPFL. I know that
Yeah,
you've got
mate,
quite a good
Motherwell.
affiliation with him. I mean,
Yeah,
left-footed, left winger as well. I mean, absolute dream for a low driven for you.
yeah, he's really good, man. Like the physicality, the pace he has, like as you've seen, he's not a very good passer, and his dribbling is like, it's not quite as good as the other attackers I have. But what he is like destructive. When I get the ball to him, he will just make something happen. But
Yeah.
it's also more likely to lose the ball as well.
And before the game as well, Sheep, we kind of celebrated the fact that you've got two Team of the Week cards for the first time in a number of years. Minetzi, I mean, you've got that evolution, Minetzi, of the 90 rated. Are you going to be chipping away at the inform card as well? Are you going to try and pack it first?
Yeah, for sure. I actually packed him earlier. So yeah, I was buzzing, man. So yeah, I think I needed a DM. I was praying he would have the DM position. He does. He's got like very good DM play styles as well. So
press proven, is it?
Yeah, press proven plus he has intercept, tiki, long ball. So yeah, man.
Sounds well set
Really
up.
good.
And is that kind of like your missing piece now?
Yeah, I would say that DM. I've tried like a lot of different things. Like recently, I started playing a Rocher there. Is the better defensive than I have, but I usually have like really good on the ball DMs, and he misses that completely. So yeah,
So,
hopefully the next is saved.
Before we start, obviously this is going to be your last online friendly match where we're showcasing it to a lot of people who maybe aren't familiar with the PNP League. Just going to throw the names of the teams that are out there from Team Fitzy. Porto, Sporting Lisbon, Leverkusen, Lille, Lyon, Bayern, Barcelona, Fiorentina, Rangers, Marseille, Kosovo, China, and Sunderland. Give me your top 3 matchups that you want to headhunt going into season
Right.
2.
Well, we all know number one. Yeah,
We know
number one. So
Yeah.
I don't think I have to talk about that.
He ran off tonight.
He ran
Yeah,
off.
man,
Said he had something called work.
What is it?
I don't think he's got a job.
crazy, mate. P&P League over work any day for me, mate.
Absolutely shit.
Well, he's always taking pictures inside an off license, so I think he's just a pisshead.
Flip that.
Could be, but I doubt that. Yeah, I think Ryan definitely like number one. If I see him, I'll kill him. Hopefully, that's the goal. The others, man.
Give us the other 2. Who do you want to face? Sporting. Go on.
I won't mind a little dog matchup. You know, I've heard some of the things he said about Nakamba on this channel. You know, I've heard.
Well,
Chinese Ryan beat your first team. Okay, he kicked you out of Borussia Dortmund. Okay, he came at you with his new team, and he beat you with that one.
Yeah, you can share number one spot, mate. You can share it. Then
Whoa,
first,
you've been piped up now, Doc. You're in number 1 alongside Ryan.
sharing.
Sporting will mess you up, mate. I played against your Borussia Dortmund side. It wasn't that good. The Zimbabwe one can't be that good.
Oh, the Zimbabweans have passion plus, mate.
They do.
Give me one more sheep before we go on to our next
one. On the hit list.
Yo, I want a big dog. I want one of the big dons.
Aim high, sheep. Go for the top.
Yeah, I want the main op, mate. Fitzy.
Bring
I
him
want
on.
to see how much I'll lose by 10-0, 7-0.
You don't want none of that smoke from the dragon, mate. You don't want none of that smoke from the dragon. He will. You ain't no George. Settle down.
Yeah, I won't beat the guy, but I think, you know, playing a guy at that level, it can only help me improve and see, you know, what I'm missing. So
there's only one way to beat Fitzy, and that's while he's asleep in bed. Outside of that,
that's also fine. I've done it.
You'd have to get past. Yeah, true. You've beaten him in the past. He's beat you in the past. But then again, I think
back at our rough record.
I know you picked Sheep because you were worried about losing to him. So,
hey,
you know,
we've scouted a guy who's got Passion Plus. I've been saying all year, Passion Plus is that hidden play style. Sheep ticks every box, hence why he's the Sheep frenzy.
He does. No, he does.
Sure,
and Sheep, thank you very much. I know you're getting ready for your next game against Gav, who's representing Barcelona. So it'll be interesting to see what team he's got at the moment and what hair color his manager has and things like that. Gav, very much into his hairstyles on pro clubs. Every week it's a different color and a different hairstyle. So yeah, be interesting to see. Sheep, you're streaming that game? So you'll be at home probably against Barcelona then. What are your predictions for that game? How do you think it's going to go? What was the result last time you two played?
I have no idea, mate. I think I won. I don't know the prediction. I'm 2-0. If I
it was close.
Keep a clean sheet, yeah, like 4-2 maybe, something like that.
So you think it's going to be by 2 goals?
Yeah, I hope so, mate.
Are you expecting him to bring that Rashford card? Because last week when he brought Rashford back into the starting XI, we saw that was his real danger man. I think he played 2 up front. It was a 4-2-2. So are you expecting Gav to keep with that 4-2-2? He said that he only made that formation 10 minutes before he actually played against Ben. So are you thinking he's going to go something similar, or is he going to play it safe?
I have no idea, to be honest with you, but I think, you know, if he plays Rashford, I've got like Hadibi who can live with him pace wise. So yeah, I'm not too scared about the pace. It's the dribbly guys like Pina and that I'm scared of.
You're both skillful players as well. You do like to dribble in and around the edge of the box, and we know that Gav likes that flick, the one that is really hard to defend against. The mechanics just doesn't allow your player to latch on. But you've got that
rainbow flick, is it?
That's the one, yeah. But Sheep, you've got that iconic glow up centre half Ben Galloway. I mean, quickly, just before you start, talk to us about that card.
I think that card is saved like what I have of this league. I think, you know, for a while I was running on 2 silver centre backs. So to have Galloway with aerial fortress as well, man, it's life changing, mate.
And does he have precision header as well? Are we going to see a cross from you at some point from a corner?
It doesn't, unfortunately, mate.
It's a shame.
It'll
Done,
happen.
mate.
It'll happen. It'll come. One day we'll see you put that cross in. I guarantee
Yeah, watch you get headed out, mate.
it. Well, listen, mate, it's been great having you on. We will catch up with you after the game, and we'll get your stream up and running in a minute. And yeah, we'll catch up with you in a bit, mate. Okay?
Yeah, for sure, mate. Have a good one.
Boys, good luck.
Good luck. So, how do you think that one's going to go? Yourself?
I think
We're just seeing Sheep play. He's looking pretty good at the moment.
he is. He's got the groove on, and I think that there's always that kind of, as I said, you can kind of get rid of that dust off the controller, as the analogy I was saying earlier. You know, playing consistently online and just feeling that pressure. I think he's just going to go back to back here. No disrespect to Gav. Gav's going to give it everything that he has got. But Sheep winning by scoring 6 goals. If he's able to score another 6, I can't see Gav doing that against Sheep. However, he has just said that it was 4-2 in the last game. And if I remember rightly, it was 3-2. Gav was pushing for the equaliser, and then Sheep got him on the counter. So, you know, you never know. And that is the beauty of the PMP League. You know, one match you may be in your groove and playing really well. The next, you might not be able to get that same groove in that match. I mean, we've seen Gav with Pina. We've seen him with Rashford. We've seen loads of different cards being released. Has he done the De Jong card that's been released this evening? Who knows? You know, we're going to see in a minute.
I mean, if I had Araujo playing in midfield and I was Barcelona, I mean, it's a bit Jose Mourinho, isn't it? It's not really in the spirit of Johan Cruyff, shall we say?
It is. And, you know, there is this new promo that's come out tonight. There are a few players that when you look at Barcelona, when you look at Zimbabwe, you go, oh yeah, they played for them at one point. And, you know, I just have a feeling there's going to be a bit of a surprise tonight. Are we going to see a certain player, you know, make some headlines? Are we going to see some goals scored? I mean, we're eagerly anticipating this second match from Sheep. Is he live at the moment? Are we ready?
I am just getting it all lined up now. They are almost ready.
Almost ready.
So
okay.
We are going to bring that
in. Other news, sorry, just while we are waiting for those, Ben has now posted in the Discord that he's going to change the frequency of his advert. So unfortunately, there will be no more Maltesers or Easter egg adverts hitting us. There is going to be no 10-year warranty anymore. There is just going to be 10 goals probably conceded by Ben. That's one thing that we can look forward to. But we can go into the game.
I'd forgotten why we were giving Ben stick, and then I remembered the ads. Yeah, that's why. Also, interestingly enough, Araujo, Petit in centre back, Araujo in midfield. This is an Arsenal fan at his finest.
Have you seen who he's got up front there? Next to Rashford.
Who was it?
It was. Have a look at the teams. Is he going to show him? So he's muted Gav there, Sheep. The brand new, only released 3 hours ago, the FUT birthday Aubameyang. Of course, he had a loan spell at Barcelona, didn't he?
He did. He did. Does he have any play styles?
This is the thing. I know that the card's roughly 50, 55k on the market. So I know that Gav's got a bit of coinage spare. So I'm surely he has put a couple of play styles on him. Let's just have a look what ones would probably suit him best.
Well, with pre-season, it's definitely the best time to be trying it out.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Gav was running something like a rapid and finesse shot. I mean, as soon as you're playing someone like Aubameyang through, I mean, a finesse with him is just going to be ungodly. But
is this the Barca Orange kit?
Yeah, and I know that there is. I know if some people are into their league, some are not. There is a showdown Araujo actually coming out with Anticipate and Intercept Plus for their game against Newcastle. So what a card that will be when that comes out for Gav. I mean, get your crystal ball out quickly, Doc. What's the score for this one? You got the last one, right?
Well, see, before the game, I had it a much high scoring than previously, but I think I'm going to go for 5-2 to Sheep.
Got you. Well, here's Aubameyang passing that ball back to Alexis Sanchez into Casado. Gav loves this Casado card. He found him in the season pass a couple of days ago, the Spanish CDM. We're seeing now Gav kind of defend with that CDM there or centre back, but we can see a lot of pace here by Sheep. He's just going to ping that ball into feet and go for another twist and turn using Antonio, the iconic glove attacker. Is he going to place this across goal? He's got space. Great block there by Caprasi.
Yeah, I think really for the first time tonight, we've seen Sheep in a position there where that one striker being very isolated.
Yeah, and you've got
Um,
higher quality in the centre backs available for a team like Barcelona here. I mean, Gav has also unlocked that Petit card from the season
yeah,
pass. So what a player to get on a free almost.
definitely.
Is he onside? Has
Is
he
that
beaten the
broken the offside?
just off?
Oh, could not beat the allegations. But Cancelo at right back, very popular. Definitely a great card. Uberassi, Balde at left back. Um, Furman is playing Cam. And again, we can see that Aubameyang card there.
Oof,
Great tackle there,
challenge.
DB. Nyomi on the ball. Casado again winning that ball for him, and Alexis playing the ball through. No Pina, which is really
No.
surprising. Probably the most meta card in the
Yeah.
game. It's interesting to see Gav not using Pina. Great
Great
play by
use as
ball
well.
there. Yeah,
Fantastic. Do you know Gav's made not a bad start at all here? I think that obviously we can see that Sheep is obviously seen something different in the way that Gav plays because he didn't play one threaded through ball in that first game, but now he's looking to place these through balls for his wingers to get on the end of. So you can see he's matched up his opponent and gone, right, where is their weaknesses and how can I approach? Offside here by Gav. He's gone for goal anyway
yeah.
against Bentley. That's what Gav's got to do. Just shoot.
Yeah, and like the previous game, even in the first 20 minutes, I'd say it's probably been 60-70% possession to Sheep. It's got to be.
Oh, he swept his legs there. That is a penalty.
Oh,
Balls in,
it's a
Barbara.
statue getting in the way of the attacker there.
And he was going
And
wide. He was
really,
away from goal as well.
yeah, it's a bad decision.
And a
Oh,
save.
great save though. Well, making up for his mistake there to Stegen. Now
Are we going to see a momentum swing again now?
we could do. Really, Gav needs to get on the ball in
Yeah.
positions that aren't just him countering. Like now he should be looking to build, take a bit more time on the ball, but he seems to just be running into positions, and then he's got his striker isolated, and he's found himself a bit stuck over in this corner.
Oof,
Which
great
means if he
challenge.
counters from here, he's 1-on-1 with the fullback. It's 2v2 immediately. So
Yeah.
Gav needs to use the width of the pitch. He's playing in corridors at the moment, and
He's got to trigger the
Sheep
runs
needs
at
to.
the L1 pass. He's got to get those players running forward, offering him something different, even if it's a dummy run, just something forward to take Sheep's defence back to give him a bit more
Yeah,
space. We can see there's a lot of space in that middle of the park, and that's what happens when it's a 4-2-2. Here we go again. Great footwork and
oh,
finish.
that card has one
Keep
of the
going.
best body types I have ever seen.
It is.
I mean, does he have? I, maybe it's the hair.
It might
I'm
be.
convinced he's got Ronaldinho's body type.
He does look like him, to be fair, doesn't
He really does. I thought it was him.
he? He certainly plays like him.
He
Absolutely
does.
plays like
Well,
him.
in Sheep's hands, definitely.
Here we go. Oh, there's the skill move Gav loves. Is he going to go? Oh, what a challenge. If he didn't
Unfortunate.
take that
Really
challenge, off
unlucky
you
there.
go.
Yeah, Gab really used that move so well there, executed perfectly.
Another through ball. Great interception by Alexis Sanchez there. Again, slowly building up now, Gav. He's changing it up a little bit. Great interception by
Yeah.
Casado again there, though.
I
Is
mean,
he going
one
to
of
play
the biggest
through?
problems of this
Oh,
formation is that there is such a huge gap between
there
your
is.
CAMs and your CDMs.
No, absolutely correct there, Doug.
Which surprises me that he doesn't have De Jong, who would be really good at finding those kind of players, or even the Rijkaard, his last icon card.
Yes, the
That
knockout
has
loyalty.
that has pinged and intercept on it. I use it. It's a very good card.
Yeah.
But because I really do feel. I mean, I'm a personal. Really believe that Araujo is so good in defense as a centre back that pushing him anywhere else. But I think Gav has pushed him somewhere else. I think we're seeing Petit
Yeah.
in the midfield role here over
Petit and De
Araujo.
Jong would
Araujo
be a
seems to
very
have moved back.
a very complimentary play if he were to get De Jong and Petit in midfield. I mean, we've seen the 4-1-4-1 from Sheep. We've seen a 4-2-2. Doc, have you changed formations since this new patch?
Not since the patch, but a new formation definitely. 4-1-2-1-2 from the 4-2-2. Just really looking to utilize what. Oh, so magic feet there from Sheep. Looking to utilize the best 11 I can put together as a team. I'm not the greatest on the ball. So me having graceful, skillful, fast wingers just puts me into corners. So
Yeah.
we try and use
Oh,
the midfield to defend, but we'll get back to that. The Zimbabwean R10 causing hella problems here,
pace, pace,
Gavin.
pace.
It's really turning into really a one man poor passing, poor
It is.
passing, and to leave
It
that
is
ball to João
awful.
Cancelo, who can do so much damage with the ball at his feet. Now you see, this is where this formation comes up. If Gav can turn around, go back to
Just
his CDM
isolated.
into his striker's feet. Unfortunate there. Can you really see the difference here between somebody who's just played a highly competitive game and somebody coming into one?
It is. Makes a
Gav
difference.
experimenting with preseason. I think that he would do well to have Petit and Araujo moved around.
Yeah.
Again, no Pedri in this team, which is really surprising. No R9 from tokens, which is surprising as well. So really, Gav putting his faith in his evolutions and Sheep here just, I think, playing a poorer game than before, but
Yeah.
somehow managing to just edge it.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the thing. You can go one of two ways. You can either keep that rhythm going, or you can play against someone who has a completely different way of playing. Smithy and Gav, two completely different styles. So you don't always have that continuity from one game to another. We see Gav kicking off now. I mean, he's got 45 minutes to turn this game around. He looks to be a bit more direct as he started that half with Fermin there, but again, a quick recycling of the ball from Sheep here. We know what he's going to be doing the second half. He always turns up. So let's see how he gets on.
Well, a goal could make all the difference for Gav here because he's one goal behind.
Yeah.
He's not in a terrible position. He's pulling his centre backs out of position a little bit. But to his credit, he's not just sitting behind a CDM. He's actually trying to play the game. Rashford, is that a free kick?
I wouldn't give
Surprisingly
it that,
not.
I don't know. It looked to me like he just got across his man, but again, really good interception there by the Swansea Academy player. Quick build up now by Sheep. He's really turning up that tempo now, and a great interception by Balde.
Well, one of the problems that Gav has here is that with the 4-1-4-1, he's got two CDMs and two centre backs marking one player,
Oh yeah, exactly. Great
which
ball.
means that Sheep's got better situations in the wider positions than Gav might find himself in. And Gav got to get rid of this ball very quickly. And then I'd like to just see him knock it about a little bit. Just be in possession, enjoy his time on the ball, because he is only a goal down. Sheep has not really been able to execute his attack. Offside, I think there. No.
He's just
Oh
crept on.
my God.
It's the second Mazwinize
Mazwinize with a hell.
offside.
I mean, that was just a rocket
Again,
right off his
he's
foot.
punished him. He's absolutely punished him again.
He has, and as you said, you thought there'd be the goal would be 2 goals, and right now that gap is 2 goals.
And then yes, he's toying around with bringing on the left centre mid.
Yeah, well, he's always tinkering, and he's always looking to find a way to get the best out of his team. So he might have seen something or felt something in his players that we don't see, that he's looking at and thinking, I really need to make a change.
Again, what could he be up to now? Is Gav looking to make a couple of changes himself now? Is he going to have to really, be a bit more reactionary now, just to see if he can get himself back in this game? 4-2-2 doesn't seem to be working as well against Sheep as I thought it would have done.
It works when it works, and when it doesn't, it's rubbish.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately one of those formations. It's not a universal tactic where you're going to be able to use it against everyone. Of course, being reminded there, Sheep had a missed penalty in this game as well.
Yeah, great save.
It's not a universal tactic. It's a bit suicidal in some ways.
Yeah.
But when it works, it's good. I think that he maybe could have done a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, more possession play.
Or he could have gone for a 4-3-3 with a false 9, and just sort of stuck with Rashford in that position, or brought in a player to play false 9 and put Rashford out wide. Peanut off roll maybe. But Gav has options, a lot more options than most, and I just like to see him be able to express himself. It'd be good to see him bring on João Felix. It'd be good to see him bring on some of the players he plays well with.
If Gav gets in the groove with a little bit of time now, what 35 minutes left. If he can find a goal, if he can start to build up that pressure, I see no reason why Gav can't claw his way back into this game now.
Yeah, I mean, Inyoni coming off for a more defensive player shows you where Sheep's coming from. He really wants that nil against Gav, but I think Gav's in a great position to get back in the game because the depth that he has from the bench is so huge that
He's through.
oh, I was going to say there's almost no scoreline you couldn't overcome, but 3-0 might be a stretch too far for him.
He's got to play for
Um,
pride now, Gav.
yeah, come on, get yourself a goal, Gav.
Sheep is a
Turn him
tricky
over.
customer, as we said. He's found his groove. You know, this is
Well,
his whole game plan, isn't it? We're going to see a different side to Sheep in these last 10 minutes.
it shows you how effective he can be because as soon as Gav started chasing the ball, he sped up his passing so quickly.
Yeah, he reads the game very well. He reads the situation of the game very well. Sheep, fair play to him, and that's why he's the Europa League winner.
Yeah, indeed, indeed, and Gavin here, um, you know, hopefully he can steal something back for some pride. But great competitor. Really tries his best when he's doing things, and really, hopefully, we can see Gav get a goal in this game and pull something back. Sheep being so good on the ball, setting up his runs, 1-2s, creating space, pulling our fullbacks out of position.
Flip flap as well, just
Yeah,
offside.
Yeah, offside there could have been a different story, very much. Gav just struggling to find that link between his midfield and attack.
Yeah, but I'm looking at Gav's side and I'm going, a 4-1-2-2 diamond would actually suit him very well, having Petit sitting in front of the back four, someone like a De Jong as well, and then possibly a Xavi or Iniesta.
Open there like oh,
wow.
Oh, wow, Sheep there really
Took his foot off the gas a bit there.
He did, and now it's 5-0, and really, we'd love to see the competitor in Gav come out right now. We'd love to see him just fight, play with his mind a little bit, because the last thing we want to see is him getting turned over 8-9-0. But it's really great of Gav to put himself forward for these games and take himself into positions like that. Oh, so close.
And Gav, obviously, this isn't a fair showing of Gav. I think that people will probably see this who haven't really been, they might just see the result and think, wow, Sheep's absolutely done him over here. But let's not discredit Gav, guys within our community, because he is someone who on his day can absolutely punish anyone. Come on, Gav, bring that ball forward with Aubameyang. Show us what you got, mate. Just a bit tricky, isn't it? The Sheep is very, very good at cutting that ball out.
He is. I think Gav has been a bit undone by his own system.
Yes.
I would definitely say that. He tried to do him with his own trick.
He did. He's done the Gav special on Gav.
That's not right. That man has a family.
We just want to see. Come on, Gav. He's on the run. Rapid plus. Here we go. Oh, unlucky. Very unlucky.
Fair play. He's still trying to play to entertain.
He is. He is.
Give him credit.
And that is what Gav is. He's an absolute entertainer, and we wouldn't have him any other way. Great turn.
If anybody needs Sheep on a Monday or a Thursday, he will be available for your Pro Clubs team because I'm pretty sure he's getting dropped.
Is that great challenge by Ter Stegen, the on loan Girona goalkeeper now, as Gav found out the other day, that he has actually moved on from Barcelona.
Oh, my Girona. Sheep pausing for effect here. I think we're going to see Nakamba. It's Nakamba time.
We're going to see Mr. Marvelous himself, I think.
As is the tradition.
Here he is. The prodigy. Is that, yeah, he has. And Hudson Daka, the Zambian striker. Is this another default loss?
This game really taking itself. He's brought on a silver card and Nakamba. And Gav in a fantastic position there, but really just, again, undone by the system. Ben, Gav, we found that when players are in isolation with one striker, you've really got to get that midfield moving. And if you're not doing automatic, if you're not doing what would be the word? If you're not doing 1-2s yourself and you're relying on forward runs, you could see yourself in a bit of trouble. But I mean, really, Sheep here, he's just playing with Gav.
He is.
I think he's trying to keep the score down out of respect, which I think is really good. It being a preseason game, so unlucky. Being a preseason game, it's definitely not representative of Gav or his ability. And hopefully, in the next time when it kicks off in the new season, he can take his team to glory. But really unfortunate there from Gav. He came, he tried, he was conquered. And good luck to Sheep going into the future P&P games. And Gav, we know you are way better than that. Certainly, and hopefully come the next time you're on, we'll get to see that from you. And really thanks for your time tonight on getting that game there. Tom, that didn't go the way we expected it to go.
No, not at all. I really didn't think that we would see Sheep have a complete shutout of not even giving away a single opportunity there, especially against a team like Barcelona. And this is what I was kind of saying earlier with Sheep. He's very aware that, as we saw in the first game, if his opponent gets a chance to shoot, it's most likely going to be a goal, seeing as he's got a silver goalkeeper in Bentley. I think it's like 67 diving or handling. So again, this is one of those cases of you give away an opportunity and you will have to pay for it. We do have a match again in 10 minutes. We do have Steve, who has been waiting for an age almost to come and play and hopefully have an interview. Sheep is asking, are we happy for the boys to be part of the voice chat now, to come and share their thoughts on
that? Definitely.
Yeah, I will ping them.
Great to have them both on.
Right now. I know that, as we said many times, Gav is much better than what we have seen. And, it would be nice to get to see what his thoughts are on that. It would also be nice to see him get a bit of redemption, possibly in 10 minutes against Steve.
What, is he playing Steve in 10 minutes?
I believe so. Seeing as we had a few technical errors earlier on in the evening, it does look like that will be that. So I've just sent the link back to Sheep now. I'll be sending it over to Gav as well. But just in the meantime, whilst we are waiting for a few, I'm just looking through our Discord and we're seeing a couple of changes now. Josh does games. He's someone who has taken a bit of a break away from the game, still grinding. He's taken over Lyonnais, because they've actually got an incredible male and female team. The amount of icons that they've got are incredible. But I can see Sheep's back here, possibly Gav as well in a minute. But we can see Steve is already saying he's going to invite Gav at 9:30. Tino with a bit of trash talking towards his pro club's manager, saying this game is an absolute shagging, is what he says.
Wow, an absolute wow. So firstly, Sheep, congratulations on the result.
Thank you,
again,
mate.
Gav, not really reflective on where we know your game's at, but to shut him out and to keep him at 0 shots for the game, how did you do that against such a talented attack?
Honestly, I have no idea. I think, I've played Gav a lot of times. And it's very rare that I keep a clean sheet. So I think he was having a bit of an off night. But still, man, I feel like, the thing about partnership is top tier, man.
And Gav, we saw you move Petit into midfield, bring Araujo into defence.
That was a glitch on the screen. Petit has always been CDM and Araujo centre back in that lineup. So that was actually a glitch. It was classic EA doing classic EA things. Petit can't even play centre back.
One of the things we were talking about was that it seems like there's a huge gap between your CDMs and your attackers. Can you find a solution to that?
Yeah. I found a solution to us turning our fortunes around on clubs. I'm sure I can find a solution to this.
No, that's very true. Very true. And do you think that's going to lead to a change in formation? Do you think you could see yourself changing that? So you're going to stick with that, but look to maybe change some roles to bring people a little deeper and things like that?
I was using that formation in Rivals this past week and absolutely flying with it, playing really well, playing probably some of the better FIFA that I've played. This was just a really bad game. I changed formation halfway through to a formation I hate using, which Tom will sit there mouth open, but it was the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Absolutely hate using it. Changed about halfway through when I was only 2-0 down. And as you saw after that, it just complete capitulation. Nothing against Sheep, absolutely humbled me. I just played very, very poor this evening.
Yeah.
So,
and
Gav, have you noticed any differences with this new patch? You said you've played a couple of games, even in your 4-2-2. Any differences? I mean, yourself and Doc were saying about the passing seems a bit quicker, a bit slicker.
I haven't played since the patch. This was like last week before patch happened, so I think the patch went live yesterday, didn't it? So yeah, yesterday I played clubs and then came off. But the passing definitely seemed a lot quicker, and yeah, it certainly felt a little bit better, to be fair. But I just had an off game. It's just one of those, isn't it?
It happens. It absolutely happens.
It does happen. Sheep. So I mean, you've really shown yourself and your skills here, and you've shown a lot of your game. Are you worried that people are going to work you out a bit from these matches, or do you feel like you have enough skill that whatever you show them, you'll just turn them over anyway?
I just think, like, I'm not too bothered. I play the way I play. I don't think I'll ever like change that because it's just how I play fundamentally. So I think if people want to change, I think maybe that's an advantage to me. They're trying new things. I'm used to how I play. So yeah, I'm confident in myself.
Good. And again, great performance from you tonight, Sheep, in both games. 11 goals in 2 games?
Yeah.
So you better watch yourself against Sheep, but also know that with the way the goalkeepers have gone, you've always got a chance. Talking of goalkeepers and things like that, do you think that you could do with a new goalkeeper card coming out? For who's the current Barcelona number 1? I forget his name.
Who is the boss? Is it Szczesny?
It's Juan Garcia, mate.
No, Garcia. Garcia.
I do have an Evo Joan Garcia card as it goes.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets a special card or something, would that be something you'd be looking to change over?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because he seemed a bit of a. I mean, I know the joke is he's a bit of a statue, but even in game this year, whenever I've come up against him, he's not been what he was in previous games. I mean, at one point he was the best keeper in the game, and now he's far, far from it. So, do you think there'll be any transfers that you'll be looking to bring in or anything like that, or are you going to try and work with what you've got going forward?
Nothing at the moment. I'm going to carry on working what I've got. I might switch out Sanchez for João Felix. See how that goes. But that wasn't a true showing of this Barcelona team and what it's capable of. That Firming card, Jay will tell you, is usually another level. He's just so smooth on the ball. He's slick, fast, agile. Just really wasn't it tonight. But we've got another game coming against Steve, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do in that one. Fresh mind.
Frying pan into the fire, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Just shut down our mind now, blimey.
Oh
God. Well, yeah, and he's probably trying to slip CR7 in there somewhere as well.
Can't believe he's paying CR7. Incredible.
Quick question: how much did you pay for Aubameyang?
I paid. Oh, mate, I ain't even got a chem style on him.
mad.
I paid 55k. I paid 55k for him. He's got finesse plus, rapid plus, technical, first touch. Obviously, has to have trickster. Low driven, game changer, tiki taka, pinged pass, and incisive pass.
And did you pack him or you bought him off the market? So
No, I bought him about 5 minutes before I played Sheep.
As is tradition.
That is a tradition. You got to.
Listen, you've got your next game coming up, mate. So I'm going to leave you to get set up for that.
Yeah,
Sheep,
man.
thank you for your time, mate.
Thank you very
cheers,
much.
mate.
Hopefully,
Thank you
we
for
can get
having
you
me.
playing Ryan as soon as possible, so we can get that rivalry going. Ryan running away from you tonight in fear. I think it's that Dublin hangover still there.
Yeah, could well be.
Yeah. Or he's gone back to Dublin, and now he's become one with the people, which is highly probable with Ryan. But yeah, Sheep, thank you for your time. Gav, thank you for your time. Good luck with your
Thank
game.
you.
We will catch you both soon.
Have a good one, mate.
Catch you later, Sheep. Bye bye. Yeah, and with that game coming up against Steve, that is, I believe, gonna go through.
Gav, it should be. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, if it goes, then it's not gonna work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he can't. He can't
Let's
do
have a
both.
look. Let's have a look.
But I think
What's happening
Steve
here?
can stream to Discord.
We're able to do that, aren't we?
I think so.
Yeah, we've done it before. I'm pretty sure we've done it
Yeah,
before.
yeah. The window will just be a bit smaller.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but that's a small price to pay.
It is.
Be nice to try and get Steve on as well because he's been very eager to share his thoughts on the PNP League. He's someone who we've kind of held back from the audience, so it'd be nice then to finally see another character who went all the way to the Europa League final with PSV. And I mean, what a team he has got! He's just filled with goals, Steve, and that you're going to get at least 4 or 5 a game with him.
Yeah, he's got an amazing team that he's built. Given a bit of a duff hand with PSV, not even one of the Dutch giants that you think of. Some great teams in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Not a lot of those players have translated into cards. The class like Jan Huntelaars, who else would there be? The lad who played at Van der Vaart.
Yes,
People
yeah.
like
I mean,
that.
Gakpo, Xavi Simons played for them as well.
Yeah.
Good couple of cards.
Yeah. But I
Van
know Steve.
Bommel was one, wasn't he?
He was Van Bommel. God,
Van
that
Bommel.
he came pre-booked.
Fantastic, isn't he? Absolutely fantastic.
He just come off the bench on a yellow.
I believe that the boys are going to be streaming on Discord, by the way, Doc, just so you're aware.
Yep, I think.
There we go. They're just chucking it up now. Right, okay.
All right.
By the way, just while we are waiting for these guys, if you are happening to watch and you are a goalkeeper of high quality in pro clubs, please do not hesitate to message either myself or Doc. We have just entered the FLC Sunday Night League, where we will be taking on our first ever series of competitive matches. We are EAFC Frenzy, kind of like the name you can see on my Twitter handle here. Top 15, top 20 in the world at the moment. Just hoping to escalate our own ability here. But as we can see, the game is about to start. Let's go back to the P&P League. Gav is away. Barcelona have flown over to the Netherlands in the last 2 or 3 minutes, ready to show our final match of the evening.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good one, this one. Based on the previous match, I would have said that this would have been a very different game for Gav. The captain of the Frenzy side, the vice captain of the Frenzy side, going head to head. I think that we are in for a very, very tight game. I think that
I think you're going to see quite a few goals.
Yeah, I think Gav's going to come out. I think we're going to see some changes, and we're going to see him come out and really, really play for Pride here. He's aiming as best he can to get some shots on goal, to score some goals, and I think that he has a great opportunity to do it in this game. Great ping.
He's got to put on a show now, isn't he?
Say again.
He's got to put on a show now, Gav. He's got to go for it. I know he's lost that first game 6-0. He's not going to want to have another thumping here, so he's going to come up the block swinging for Steve. And the way to get out Steve is to go at him early and just be relentless. I mean, we've seen Sheep do it once in the return leg of the Europa League final, but we know that Steve now has got Hullet, R9, Ronaldo, all the Evos as well. So it's a very good team. As you said, Doc, sometimes the middle of the range teams like Sporting, like Porto, like PSV, who you don't think of as a massive, incredible side initially, actually they've got quite a lot to offer as the game goes on.
Definitely. And I think Gav's making some changes. It seems maybe at this point, just to get everything ready. No, Steve, we're just waiting on Steve to be ready and ready up. So yeah, some interesting players. Hullet definitely. Somebody I was super critical of Steve using last time, and then he danced around the defense and scored a hell of a goal.
I mean, you know, he's
Um,
fantastic, isn't he, on the ball?
Definitely, and we are getting into the game here.
Ooh, bit of a match. You know, there we are. There we are. Black on orange.
Yeah,
Not sure if we've seen Dundee versus Dundee.
yeah.
It's
Is that
slight.
Barcelona? What shirt is that? Is that the Barca shirt?
No, it is a random shirt. We're gonna have to get Gav to, mind you. I think Barcelona shirts could be extinct on the market. If they're anything like a Liverpool kit, they're extinct at 10k.
True,
Here we
he's only
go.
had since October to get one, but we move. So, as we can see here, to Stegen, Balde, Petit, Cuparassi, Araujo, Marc Casado, João Felix, Furman on the right this time, Aubameyang and Rashford. And we
It is
know that
such a
in
good
that other
team.
team, we have R9, Hullet, and people like that.
Here we go. I'm going to go on Mayaka 5 goals at least in this game.
Yeah, I think there's a high possibility of a large number of goals in this game. Steve, I believe, using the co-op camera angle here. A camera angle I've used quite a lot over the years.
Wow, great touch. Great
Oh,
challenge.
outstanding. I see. Has he got incisive on Hullet now?
I think he does. You know, having Hullet a little bit deeper away from that cam roll, I think it can only be beneficial for this new patch as well. He can play
Yeah,
him through
definitely.
there. He's through. Wow, great.
Great
By
defending.
Braithwaite, the Everton centre
Yeah.
half. 6'5", left-footed defender. Fantastic. Great
Oh,
start by Gav.
oh, great play there from Gav. Already showing more in this game than he did in the previous one.
And watch out for this evolution centre back or left back. Sorry, that Steve has got Yarek, the Spanish centre half. Incredible journey. I mean, we might be able to get a chance to speak to Steve later on about that. But I did have a chat with Steve yesterday, and he has made a few changes based on feedback that he heard from us in commentary last week. He has moved that centre mid that he had, Gomez, into the CDM role, and we both agreed he's a bit of a Kante now. But Gav already is really putting on that pressure.
Yeah, he is. He is, and Steve doing really well with the pressure. He's got an overload here. Not offside. Cut back.
And
Oh
it's a
no!
goal!
Oh, fantastic! Gav with his first shot of the night, getting that goal. Fantastic. Steve straight at him with R9. So we know the task that's up against him here, Gav. Gav coming up against a fantastic competitor with a great team now, and really got to prove himself with this Barca team and with this formation.
You know, first shot of the night for Gav, I believe, and first goal, no?
Yeah, fantastic play from him there.
Oof.
And again, Steve's someone who grows into a game, you know, like how he is in the first 20 minutes is not how he's going to finish the game. So, you know, be prepared for some really creative stuff from Steve. Like now,
Really.
ball roll. Oh, composed finish.
I don't know if you see similarities in it,
Outstanding.
but that there reminded me exactly like Sheep, ball into feet, ball roll, low driven. I mean, you can see that definitely works. Gav with that little rainbow flick there. Yarek with the interception into Simmons in the midfield, back to Gomez, back to Simmons again, into Leitcher, and R9 is doing a couple of ball step overs with that technical plus, intercepted by Gav, back into the midfield there, but into Xavi Simmons again. Just toying with him at the moment there. Through ball, through to Serginho Dest, and a great interception for T into the midfield now.
Yeah. And again, that ability to break and find his attack there for Gav, it's not evident, but when his DMs are further up the pitch, he really finds people well. Great interception there. Intercept on a fullback is such an underrated. But then again, there's so many great styles for a fullback. You know, you can't have them all.
Exactly.
You know, bruiser, anticipate, whipped cross, long throw in would be perfect. And again, Gav with a fantastic right break there.
2 shots.
That's a great goal.
Two
Great
goals.
goal from Aubameyang. He definitely has a chemistry style on him now.
Absolutely. I mean, great
He's-
goal, great
Looks
distribution.
to just working its way through the defense there.
We're seeing this is
PSV.
much more of the Gav that we know.
Yeah. Steve getting pulled around in defence a bit. Something we're not that too used to seeing happening. But really outstanding play there to close it down before it started.
Gav
Oh,
is
again, that's
absolutely tearing
fantastic.
apart.
He's really come out to show us what he's about in this game.
Wow.
And let me just tell you, he is not playing an easy opponent here. And
No.
Steve, one of the better players in the Discord, reached the Europa League final. And, this is quite a surprise given the previous game. R9 looking a bit different from how I've seen
It
him
was. I mean,
previously for other people. He looks a little, dare I say it, nerfed.
yeah, it almost is. Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think Gav's a bit more compact as well, not really giving that much space here. So he's
Yeah.
putting that pressure on pretty quickly. But with Steve, here we are again. You can see those quick
Oh, what a touch.
two people up front. Oh, is that
Ooh.
precision shooting?
Wow. I thought that was a corner.
It was just very wide, wasn't it? Very, very wide.
Yeah, very wide. But again, we've got a really competitive game here. The FIFA gods
Um,
favouring him there with that little trip.
great challenge.
But great use there of the bruise from Steve, and great use in getting forward. And this is where two strikers really starts to put the fear of the gods into people, because you might be able to mark one, you might be able to mark both of them, but are you going to be able to stop the cam as well? And it's risk reward football for somebody like Steve, who's taking that chance with two strikers to do everything he can in this game to score a goal and get that advantage back.
Again, just putting that centre half back on to the free kick now. He's going to play it short now and possibly put it out wide just to recycle that ball again into Jared Brathwaite. Driven ball into feet, but a sloppy touchdown. Gav's going to look to counter again here. Gav has been countering quite a lot this match. I think that's the way he is. He's conceded quite a few goals. Rashford is through again. He's pulled it back. He could have gone for it.
Yeah.
He could have gone again.
I think you have to understand as well that when seeing Rashford on the ball playing well is like a red flag to a Man United fan. So it will just send us up the wall and make us want to kick his death.
Absolutely.
But as the game goes towards the end here, if Gav can seal this out, keep it 3-1 going into the half, I think he'll feel like he's in a position to win this game. And I think if Steve goes in 3-1 or haven't scored a goal, he'll know that his ability to finish off the game is definitely going to be there. So it's we've got a really interesting mental game going on now between Gav, who's in high spirits, up against a mentally tough person in Steve.
Yeah, I mean, Gav could have come into this game whilst we see this shot again now. Great challenge on the edge of the box there. Gav could have come into this game kind of like a wounded animal, with his tail tucked between his legs and a 6-0 drumming from Sheep in that first game. He's through again. Oh, penalty?
Penalty.
A
Again.
bit of desperation there.
Second penalty in as many games given away by Barcelona. And you'd really have to fancy Ronaldo from the spot here.
Top right.
Whoever it is. The bottom left.
Hey, you know Steve very well for his penalties. Probably from clubs, I'm sure.
No, I just went the opposite of what you said.
Yeah,
one of us would be almost right. Top right, bottom left. I mean, that's a good guess. Anywhere, that leaves pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, we've covered 2 of the 5.
So surprising. Gav will, I imagine, feel a little bit disappointed going in at 3-2. Going in when he really could have come out of there at 3-1. But we've seen a hell of a showing from him in this one, where he's basically come out and shown people why he has got the results that he's got in the past. How do you think this one's going to go?
I think that I was going to say just before Steve got that penalty that this next goal decides the game. I think that now that it's only 1 goal in it, I think if Gav does go 4-2 up, especially given the timing of the goals that are being scored at the moment, then it could be curtains. But I have a feeling that Steve now has got that bit of a taste, a bit of a smell of blood here from Gav, that he's just going to try and really put that pressure on. It's just down to Gav if he can soak that pressure up and hit him on the counter like he's been doing so far this game.
Yeah, I think it's a very tight game, and it's one where you would hope Gav can get either a goal to secure himself or secure the win, because he's really come out here and played some great football. Very fortunate there. The play was turned the way it's turned, but Steve is a killer in the last few minutes, and You know, we
He's a
could
winner.
see from him. A little bit too long on the delay of the
It
ball
is a
there.
bit, just a bit slow there. I mean, it was a driven pass, but he could have executed that a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
Again, really good interception there by Gomez in the midfield. It's just unlucky that he was probably holding the R1 or R2 there for the ball just to roll
yeah.
through and broke his legs.
But you know, Steve with the system advantage definitely playing against. You know, he has 3 people in midfield where they only have 2. So Steve
Wow.
have done really well to isolate this and shut it down. But wow, that ball bounced off R9. That was crazy.
Gav has been doing very well, just sitting there and waiting for Steve to make a decision. Because sometimes, the best way to attack is to let your opponent in the defense try and commit one way or the other before just using that quick drift of the analog stick. But Steve's won the ball high up on the pitch here. Is he going to make Gav pay for it? No, he's not. Great interception. And Gav is on the
Now
attack straight
with a
away.
fantastic breakaway chance.
He's got to play him through. Oh, he's through. Oh, penalty. Another
He's
penalty.
just committed a murder.
Murder. Top left.
Oh, great penalty. No one was saving that.
Wow.
Well, Gav has come out here and really silenced his critics with people who maybe were judgmental of him and his game. He's come out here and shown you, give him the opportunities, and he will take those goals. Again, perhaps we're seeing the advantage of the warm-up game beforehand coming into hands here with Gav, but what we are seeing is Gav put Steve to the sword, and I don't think any of us expecting this. In
No.
fact, the score is a reversal of what I thought it'd be.
But this is what this league is all about. The quality of it's like kind of like the Premier League, I suppose. The quality that's within the league. Anyone can beat anyone. One of the famous wins, shout out to Chalem in the first season of the PMP League, representing Bayern Leverkusen. He pulled off one of the biggest upsets with, I believe, a 4-2 or a 4-3 win over Steve Hullet.
Oh, wow, this was around the time he scored with Hullet in the previous game. And he's got himself back in it. I think if Steve can keep his fullbacks back, he's got a chance of getting the goals. But really, Gav has been the person that's led the way here, and Steve's just been playing catch up.
Here we go. Steve's has turned another corner now. He's through. Oh, great challenge. Again, he's won the ball on the edge. Great. Wow.
Oh, unfortunate. Really unfortunate.
4-3, though. 4-1-2-1-2 central being used here. Perisic with the 5-star weak foot. Veerman coming on at the left centre mid as well. Are we going to see any more changes? Xavi Simons off for Lemmers, who is a very, very good evolution. And Yapstam obviously coming on as well. I think he saved one.
Doesn't his left back do a Man United podcast?
And what, Yarrick?
From the United podcast with the looks like Jesus.
That's the one. Yeah, I'm trying. The name escapes
I
me.
can't
But I know
remember
you're
it.
some great goals that have been scored this evening. Though I mean, Gav
amazing number of goals, and they've all been great goals as well.
Change here.
So we see Steve set up making changes. We know that Gav will be making some changes as well. I know that it's said, but whoever takes possession of the ball over the next 15 minutes is going to be in a great chance to finish the game as a winner.
It's a very tricky situation for Gav here. It's almost a stick or twist. I mean, do you try and see the game off? I mean, this late on in the game, going into the 70th minute, if Gav can try and get a 2-goal lead, then that could be very, it could shut Steve off completely. However, if Steve can grab a goal in the next 10 minutes, you've got to favour him with all the momentum going his way.
Yeah, I think Gav has it within him to come back, even if Steve ties the game up. It's just a question of where Gav will be at when he has to take those chances, or come out from the back. And again, we're seeing that build up from the back.
Through Perisic.
Oh wow!
Low driven finesse, unreal.
Fantastic there from Perisic. Gav 2-0. Was it 2-0 up?
Yeah, I believe so. He had a 2-goal lead, didn't he?
And now looking like he is on the precipice of another defeat. But really, he does have a great opportunity to push on from here, with the likes of Pina coming on, um, with the likes of Furman, killer on the ball with his feet.
Through. Oh,
Oh, so unfortunate.
and Gav not giving up at all here.
No, he's not. He's not. He's very determined to win this game.
Any last goals, or do you think we're going to go to extra time
I think we're going to see maybe a 5-4 or a 6-5 to stay.
in normal time or extra?
Yeah, in normal time.
Wow, last minute flurry of goals then.
Yeah, I think so. I think if Steve grabs one, Gabble desperate to get one, he might leave himself overall more open.
Oof, challenge. Just off. Yeah, just off.
Oh,
I mean, we saw it in his game with in Gav's game with Ben last week. I believe it was 10 minutes to go, and there was another 2 goals, one apiece, to take it to extra time as well. So I think you're right. We might see a late goal here. Double taps
I
together aren't as good as they used to be. Is he in? Onside save.
wow.
Huge save,
You'd bet your house on that.
especially with R9 through on goal.
Yeah.
Hunnit as well. Great challenge by Araujo there. He's Gav got it in him for a last minute attack. He's going to play through ball there on the wing.
I mean, we are literally in real time 90th minute here because there's 10 minutes of FIFA gameplay time to go. So it's really the next goal here is going to win the game.
Through.
Perisic, low driven, goal, bang. It is 5-4. Does Gav have a goal in him? He's
on,
not
Gav.
been behind before, but he's back to being the underdog now, and that's where Gav plays his best football. Steve just needs to put his foot on the ball, keep it, and not give away any silly mistakes.
A lot of high
But
pressure here now.
football, oh yeah, we should be seeing some high press here from Gav trying to win the ball back.
I've noticed that a massive change in the fullback of Steve, because he's actually, I don't know if you've seen, in the attacking side of things, Serginho Dest has put himself very high up that pitch, a lot of width, probably just opening up that defensive line that Gav's got there, which is why we've seen someone like R9 and Perisic having a few one-on-one opportunities. But here is Gav's, one of his last chances to get a goal back, and just intercepted on the edge of the box by Obispo.
Yeah. And, you know, if I'm losing the ball and I've got 6 players behind the ball immediately, I'm looking to change things up a bit. And that was a great turn there.
It is. It's through again. Last chance. Has he got it
Good
in it?
marking. Good marking. Step up. Send it wide.
Through, he's through. Off.
Oh,
Just
is she
off.
off?
That
Yeah.
is so unfortunate.
Oh, that's heartbreaking there for Gav.
Steve just trying to see the game
Steve
out now.
with the gamesmanship, which, you know, as much as we all hate it, we all do it. And if you don't do it, you lost that game because you didn't.
Exactly.
Um,
Game management. Great game.
Wow. What a
a
game. Unbelievable. Did not see it going that way at all. The change in momentum, the swings back and forward. Tom, like, what do you
Wow.
make of that? What do you make of the game as a whole?
Hello. Sorry, just a brief loss of connection there, Doc. Sorry about that. What a game. 9 goals, a goal every in-game 10 minutes. I mean, it would be great to see what these boys think about that match there. If I'm Gav, I'm coming out of that game not feeling hard done by, but proud of myself for putting on, you know, what a comeback. You know, he's had two finalists of the Europa League of the season 1. So 2 hard teams, 2 teams that have been through an awful lot of evolutions as well. If I'm Gav, I'm walking out of that pretty happy. I don't know about you, Doc.
Yeah, I mean, I look, if I'd had the previous game and I hadn't got a shot off, I'd be looking to come into this scoring goals. And Gav's come out and he's scored a lot of goals. Some great use of substitutes by Steve. Perisic coming in clutch for him. Pina could have come in clutch had it not been for a slight offside towards the end, but we also saw Furman open for a reverse, and then he could have crossed it across the box. So again, good performance from Gav. I think he's still running into the same problems as before, where that gap between his midfield and attack is just he's causing him a little bit of a problem. he could maybe fix that with switching to a centre back CDM and then a playmaking CDM alongside of it. And that
Absolutely.
would give him, and then you could play wing backs or attacking fullback wing backs in that formation. But yeah, fair play to Gav. He's really come out and tried to do the best that he can.
And Steve will be a
to-
few minutes before joining. Steve is going to come on. He has just messaged. We have given him the link, so he should be joining us any minute. He's just
Yeah.
pouring a celebratory gin, as he's just said,
Oh,
for winning 5-4.
Well-
He has said he's had quite a bit of delay in that game just then, he has said. So it'd be interesting to see how he had to cope and you know, cope with that playing, Gav. But that was a fantastic game, 9 goals. Fantastic show.
yeah, Gav, fantastic showing from you, mate. Fantastic showing. You really came out and gave it some. It was great to see you scoring goals, and it was great to see you, you know, showing people, you know, how you can play. Do you come out of that game feeling good, given your previous result?
Yes and no. I feel like really I could have won it. Game management was a bit poor. But happy in the sense that it was definitely a lot better played.
It was a lot.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of determination towards the end as well.
That goal from Aubameyang.
I was going to ask you, Gav, did you find that because you scored that early goal in the first half there, did that kind of settle, you know, your previous match of obviously you didn't even manage to get a shot in that first one. So to go 1-0 up so early in this one, did it settle the nerves, just put you and go, right, yeah, I do have a lot of quality up front. You know, you can trust in those players. Like you said, you got Aubameyang and Rashford to score those goals for you.
Not really, because I know what the quality that Steve is and Steve's got with the likes of Hullet and R9. So it didn't necessarily settle the nerves, but it certainly helped make things a little bit easier. But being 2 goals ahead, what was it, twice?
Yeah.
To lose 5-4, it was a bit hard. But
yeah,
when you look at it as a whole, it was a good performance, and ultimately he was the better player.
I didn't think it was like that, Gav. You know, I thought that what had happened is that he had a bit of a game changer in Perisic, who came on sooner than yours. I think if you'd have brought on Pina around the same time as Perisic, I think it probably would have been a 6-4 maybe to you, because she was causing problems when she came on. But Perisic just sort of seemed to have a bit of a physical edge on your centre backs. Just because of the kind of card Perisic is, I think, as well, that he's kind of very strong but tall and thin and all of those things. Do you think if you'd have brought Pina in sooner, the game could have gone a bit differently?
It took Pina too long to get into the game because I brought her on at half time.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Yeah,
I thought you brought her. I thought you brought her on with like 15 minutes to go.
No, with 15 minutes to go, I brought on Sanchez for Aubameyang and Messi for Rashford.
Interesting. I like that. We've also got Steve joining us as well. Hey, lad! Congratulations on the result. I don't know if Steve can hear us.
No. Probably
Are you there, mate?
I don't think he's. I bet you he's on mute. It's what he normally does.
Don't. No, because there's nothing coming up there. But I mean, Gav, you were saying that you got a lot of respect for Steve and the way that he plays.
Oh, mate, definitely.
One of the things that we noticed, and I don't know if you noticed it defending, but R9 seemed a bit nerfed. Like the usual R9 stickiness where the ball would stick to him, it wasn't.
Yeah. I didn't struggle against R9 as much as I thought I would do. I thought it would be a much bigger struggle against R9 than what it actually was. I think he scored 1 goal, and that might have been the penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
He did have one, but Stegen did make that save, didn't he?
I think
yeah.
Got a couple of assists as well, maybe in the game. But Steve currently doing his best to deal with his technical issues. So, Gav, in terms of your team as well, do you feel like Aubameyang somebody you're going to have around, or is he going to be a bench warmer, bring on in case of emergency?
he's certainly going to be around for the next week because I've wasted 55k on him. When I know full well,
Don't
if I'd
forget
have
the play
waited,
styles. Don't forget the play styles. They included as well.
this is very true. But I reckon if I waited till tomorrow, he probably would have only been about 20k. You know what it's like.
About 12. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I've been
probably.
there, mate.
You
I've
know,
been there.
but it's like, what was it? I think Fabregas's hero card when that was first out, 400k. I looked at it yesterday, not even 100.
Mad,
It's
isn't
just so.
In fact,
But,
and talking of bringing players in, have you looked at the De Jong SBC?
I've looked at it, but for 12 squads, I just don't have that level of fodder at the minute.
expensive, very expensive.
12 squad. How much do they want for that fucking card?
I'll tell you what, let's just. I'm sat right in front of my screen now, so let's just have a quick look.
You know what, man? 12 squads, but like 600k. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? That's not bad, to be fair, is it? I mean, you've got 489 rated squads, 488s, a few 87s, an 86, and an 85.
God, fodder's on its ass.
And
It is.
with how easy it is to get fodder with the likes of, for example, this gauntlet that we've got going at the minute, if you just do the basics of that gauntlet, you're getting fodder packs for days. Just for completing 9 of them, you get a 6 times 86.
It's mad, isn't
That's
it?
true.
Plus all the other fodder packs you get with it.
Oh, Steve, are you there, mate?
Can you hear
Hey,
me?
there we go. We can hear you, mate.
Oh, good game, Gav.
No, shut up.
It wasn't a very good performance at my end. It was a bit shit, but I'll let you carry on your conversation. I'll jump in a minute.
Nah, man, jump in now. We're just discussing the Frankie de Jong SBC.
Yeah.
You got to be doing him, surely.
I'm saying no, but I know I will.
What else are you going to do?
No more
I
eye contact.
sat there with a full dupe thing, and I've just got to waste it on something.
He's right, you know. He's entirely right. And his stats are pretty sick as well. 93 vision, 94 short pass,
What's the
92 long
place
pass.
Tiki-taki and anticipate.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
recycler.
Mm.
Steve, talk to me about
man, my connection, mate. It was like a delay on everything.
Yeah.
I couldn't run with the ball, like sprint with the ball, changing man. I just having issues straight away. I should have had a few warm-up games as it was, really.
And that is a theme that we kind of saw tonight. We know Gav played better in his second game after he had one warm-up. Sheep was the same as well. So I've no doubt if you were to play another one.
It was more the connection, Tom, rather than... Yeah. It was like a delay on it. And I've had it a couple of times now when I've played. Some games are brilliant. Some games aren't. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
It does get like that.
I've got great internet and stuff, so I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah. I thought Gav was going to be punishing me, but he started showboating a little bit, I think.
Mate, I've always got to do a little bit of showboating.
Yeah, you were unlucky, mate, in terms of the result, mate. But
well, it's one of those things.
Perisic came on and did the business for me again.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Having somebody like Perisic coming off the bench doing bits for you, like because he's got such a weird body type. When he gets on the ball and moves forward. I want to ask you about R9. He looks like he's been nerfed a little bit.
Absolutely not. It was just that connection, mate.
Is that all it was?
He's probably
fantastic. Yeah, it's good to know. Good to know.
He's
unbelievable,
mate. It was just a bad game. But that was right across the board. I tell you, he was brilliant. The centre back for me, that Bisper, I think he's called. Jesus, he's unbelievable.
Was that the one that tried killing me?
Yeah, do you know what that is, mate? That was a delay again.
Yeah.
It happened against Smithy. If the first game, I think, when I played Smithy as well, it just was like a second delay all the time. And I pressed the tackle button, and he just wiped him out at the side of him. You remember we talked about it, Doc? Afterwards.
Yeah, we did.
He said that was a really weird tackle. I said, yeah, it didn't make it.
It was fun to watch you kill him, though. That was watching him flip through the air was hilarious.
I was thinking, Gav knows I know that he always puts his penalties to that place because of clubs.
Yeah.
So I went that way, and you see how late my keeper dived after the penalty as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm not flagging it. I'm not flagging delay.
Well, listen, mate, you did really well considering to come back so strongly in the second half to be, 2-4 down to come back and win 5-4 is huge. To score 3 and keep Gav down to 1 to none. Sorry,
that flip you like to do is dangerous. You can't defend it.
Yeah, it's a broken mechanic, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never played anyone who does it though online. I've seen Gav do it before, but I've never seen anyone online doing it when I've played them. It's really hard to stop. You can either foul them or they go past you.
Yeah, but I'm sure he'll utilise that, and I'm sure that as we go through these game weeks now, we're going to see people with their different game plans and different teams that they've got. I spoke to Sheep earlier and said, give me a top 3 of who you want to play in the PMP as we got 8 game weeks. Steve, if I quickly run through the teams for both of you boys, give me a top 3 of who you want to play. So for Steve, obviously you're part of Team Frenzy. We can play Sporting, Leverkusen, Lille, Porto, Lyon, Bayern, Barca, Marseille, Rangers, Fiorentina, Kosovo, as I always say, China, Sunderland.
Kosovo, love it.
give me 3, Steve. Give me 3 names you want to headhunt in this season 2.
Oh, definitely Leverkusen. I own that boy.
You do. You know Leverkusen.
Haramball or whatever it's called. Jesus, yeah, I want to play him. I like to play Ryan again because I beat him once and I was leather drunk. But I think he would probably beat me. But I'd like to have a good game against him. And I know he's a very good player.
I'll be that drunk again. Either way.
Well, yeah. And then I think I'd like to slap Tino about a bit.
Oh,
with Rangers.
You leave my Tino alone.
Just because he'll be listening to this, I'm coming for you, Tino.
My left centre mid.
Gav, I'm going to come to you now, mate. You've got Palace, Schalke, Fulham, Ajax, Celtic, Madrid, Colchester, Newcastle, PSV, Zimbabwe, PSG, Benfica, and Dundee. I mean, give me your top 3 of who you want to tear apart season 2.
I want to play 3 people I haven't played before. Quite simply. I want to play Newcastle. I know I've played Jordan in the past, but I haven't played in this FIFA, so I want to play Newcastle. I would say Crystal Palace, but I know who's got them, so no, I want to avoid them like the plague. No more 15-0, please. You guys have got Sunderland? Or
You do.
Oh, I want to play Sunderland as well. I'd love to play Steve again. I like playing Steve.
Get it on.
Probably Dundee as well, to be fair.
Well, Dundee did beat Jordan 3-1 this evening. It was a behind the closed doors game as they weren't able to stream on time this evening, but it was a 3-1 win to Dundee. Bit of an unknown entity there, Gav. So yeah, fair play for wanting to take that challenge on.
Yeah, no, I'd like to play people that I've not. I mean, you know that from when new people join the Discord, I always ask them if they fancy a game at some point. Yeah. I enjoy playing people that I've not played before. It's a nice challenge, and you get to play a range of different styles.
And different cards that you might not face very often as well to play teams.
Now, Steve, are you going to keep yourself away from the guillotine if you get to the final?
I won't be making any vegetables with you. Chopping any vegetables.
You were my bet for that fight. I thought you were going to win that final, and then I saw the injury, and I was like,
game changer.
I know Sheep's a very, very good player, so we're lucky to have him on our team.
It felt a bit R9 France 98, like, oh, he's playing, oh, he's injured. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing how you get on.
We're back.
You're
just a quick one, boys. To all of us here, obviously Fitzy's away on holiday for the weekend. Obviously, we're going to back our own teams. Do you see this being a close affair after 8 game weeks, or do you see a certain side pulling away? I mean, personally, the way I look at it, it's going to be swings and roundabouts. There's going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be teams where some will give us some shocks, like we've had season 1. There'll be some absolute pummelings as well. I think it's going to go down to the wire.
I think it depends how much you warm them balls up when you're doing the fixtures, mate.
Yeah.
Not them balls.
If I get a start to this season like I had last season, then I might cry. Actually cry. But I think it's going to be tight. Looking at the teams, there's good players from both sides that are very, very adept at playing this game. And on their day, I mean, you look at, for example, Callum beating Steve. You know,
huge shot.
We talk like sort of dirty tactics and things like that, but you do what you've got to do to win, don't you?
Yeah, of course. And he's got a lot better. He's been putting the effort in, hasn't he? In the background, every credit to him.
Big shout out to
First
Callum.
9 wins in it, weekend league, so well done, Charles.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So I think there's going to be some shocks.
I think there is. I think it's going to be tight. I think that fixtures will play a big part in it as it ebbs and flows. Of course, some weeks you're probably going to get matched up against people that you're equal to. Some weeks you're going to find people that are a bit beyond yourself, and some weeks you're going to be the favourite. So it's a difficult one to take on. I think it will be close. I know that being on the side, I know which side I'd rather be on. I'd rather be on the side of the guy who won the tournament than on the side of the guy that got knocked out the same round as me.
When you play guys, do you feel I would prefer to play a better player? So it's more of a challenge for myself.
It depends on where my points are at. If I've not won a game in 4, I want to play somebody you can't play.
Yeah.
My 5th game.
So,
yeah, I get that.
I do enjoy playing better players, but I don't want to play someone that's like
you don't enjoy
up here and I'm down here. I want that gap, that skill gap to be a little bit like me playing Tom, for example. Yes, I get stuff out of that and I learn things, but being pummeled 15-0, it's no fun. I'd rather play someone that's a few levels above me, where I can learn something from and improve my game as well.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. Yeah, no one wants to be getting licked every week, do they?
No, but I think I'd rather win every week against crap opposition, look good, and then just
3
turn
points
up.
is 3 points.
Yeah, looking good, and then just go out in the first round and just claim it's because of internet connections or something.
We're still trying to get the fixtures done. Okay. One thing that is
Jesus Christ, it is hell.
But
there are no warm balls. There are no fucking warm balls.
No warm balls.
It's hell.
You know, Doc has been here with me for hours trying to sort this out since 6 o'clock. In the background, I've been trying to get the perfect fixtures. There is no such thing as a warm ball. They're in the bloody freezer at the minute. One thing that will be happening is game week 8. You're going to see the 2 captains playing against each other.
Oh, amazing!
Could be a decider. You know, we've left it all up to that.
Was that a fixed match, or is that one that's actually just randomly been drawn?
That's fixed.
That's what we have decided as captains. It wouldn't be
nice. I like that.
If the captains don't clash, you know, they've
got
to face each other at some point. So I know Ryan.
No, I really like that.
He's going to be all up for it. We're going to put a stream on for that one. I think that being one of the finale ones, that's kind of got to be there. You've got 8 weeks to find yourself someone to, come in on a Friday night and then, take over the show as a co-host for that big finale, because no matter what that decision, whatever that game is at the end of it, whether it's a close affair or one of us have pummeled each other as it has happened previously, there's going to be an awful lot of shit talking going on.
Oh, there is.
I'll throw my name into that hat. Depending on the time of the match, I'll be happy to jump in as co-host and help look out on that.
Yeah,
that'd be great, man. That'd be great. We'll talk about it in the future. But definitely excited about that game, especially with the levels between you two guys. The shit talking afterwards will be ridiculous because you guys never like to tell people the results. I don't like that. I think that sounds like something a loser would say. That's what I say after every P&P game. How was it? It was close. What score was it? The goals don't matter.
We'll see. All I'll say is if history repeats itself, we'll be fine. That's all I'll say.
Ooh, bold talk while he's on holiday.
I mean, if history truly repeats itself, Tom, then Team Fitzy are going to be fine because you're going out first knockout round, didn't you?
No, I mean, Gav. In a world,
gang up on here, mate.
Yeah, Gav. I'll happily play you. I'll go 16-0. I know you're going to try duck me anyway.
Unfortunately, Tom's had to be muted because the way that he's talking right now is too much.
I thought, what was it? Goals don't matter.
Goals don't matter.
Goals don't matter. It's about the experience. It's about how much fun you had along the way. Life's a destination, not a journey. And any other excuse I can think of off the top of my head.
I wouldn't be playing foot if it wasn't for P&P.
And me. And this is what it is. It's the community that we bring together, isn't it?
Yeah. So, Steve, going into your P&P, mate, are there any players you've got an eye on, or are you more sort of looking for evos and stuff?
Kuman's just been re-released. I know he's been a big player for me, and you guys have discussed this, and I did drop him for this match.
Yeah.
After listening to you guys, I haven't played him this week, but he's been re-released as a really strong-looking card. To be fair, about 500,000 coins, but that's not too bad. I don't know. There's not much for me to buy. I can't afford the elite hullet. I've got R9. I've got a Stam. There's not really. I've got the cards I can buy. Really.
Yeah, you've done well to bring them in.
So
just a quick one, Steve. Yeah. You've moved Gomez into CDM as we were speaking on stream last week. How are you finding him in that role?
Oh yeah, I used to play 2 CDMs and he was one of them, so I'm used to him being there. He's like we've discussed. It's like Kante on steroids, really. He's mustard, but he needs a second place style plus, really.
What are you hoping for?
I don't know. I was wondering. I was going to speak to you about it. What he's got intercept plus at the minute. He's not got a lot of passing play styles, but I don't know what.
Yeah,
I need to do a bit of homework, really.
If you wanted to go,
for me, it would be King's Pass would be good with the new patch. That would be pretty good into feet.
Yeah.
Quick Step Plus is always good on a CDM, covering when you're shuffling side to side.
He has Quick Step Silver, I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I know there's a right back coming out, a right back at Evo. So I've got Sergio Dest. I've also got Dumfries, honourable mentions, but I prefer Sergio Dest. So I wouldn't mind seeing how that one pans out. And I've just packed Perisic, haven't I? The Thursday one, but he can play centre mid, which is interesting.
Ooh.
I know, yeah. So I'm going to see what comes out when the new roles come and see if I can make him a box to box plus. I'll see what happens with that. But it'd be a good card to have there, I think.
That'll be deadly.
And I've got the new striker Evo that's just come out. I can put that Le Mans, he's called. He takes his pace up to 96. He's got 99 acceleration already. But only 85 sprint speed, but that'll take it up to 93 sprint speed. So I'm just weighing up whether it's worth it for the extra boost or very little elsewhere. So
yeah. But again, great options.
Yeah.
Breaking news. I think I finally got the fixtures.
Go on.
At 10:15, I've just got the fixtures. I'll work on a graphic for those. We'll get those out to you lads tomorrow. Do you want to know who you're playing game week 1 before we go? Or do you want to keep it
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, game week 1, as things stand. Right, you're going to call bullshit straight away.
Oh no, I'm playing Tom.
Okay, game week 1. Wow, got some matches here. 3 points, hopefully, in the bag for myself. I've got Chalem, Leverkusen.
Total disrespect.
So fucking warm.
When the computer wouldn't do this, I turned around to him and said, "Just fucking make them up."
Yeah.
He'd been doing it for 6 hours. For 6 hours, he'd been trying to get it done. And I just said that, and clearly he fucking has again.
We've got some matches, boys. We've got Palace versus Leverkusen, Benfica versus Lyon, Azza versus Josh. We've got Madrid versus Rangers.
Ooh.
Steve, over to you.
Let's go.
You're playing my favourite name to say, Kosovo.
Kosovo. Not played Jay before. Let's go, Jay Dog.
Right, next one. 2 channel favourites, Zimbabwe versus
China.
Barcelona.
Ooh.
Sheep versus Gav game week 1. Doc, up next. Unknown entity. You're playing a newcomer.
Right.
You are playing against
Dundee.
Raul, the striker Raul, who is representing Schalke with Fanta
Hunter.
You're off to Germany. We've then got Ryan is making his way. FC Porto are going to be away at Craven Cottage against was it Incentive? Is his name?
Strategic, is it?
Strategic. Fulham versus Porto. We have got Colchester, Smithy at home against Dominic Paul with Lille. What a game that's going to be.
Close.
Very tricky game coming up now. A newcomer as well. We got Ajax, Dilly, who's with Ajax. He won the Conference League. He's going to be playing against Sunderland. Mackham, who's a newcomer.
He's got a good team.
Very good. We've got PSG, Luzi. He will be playing against Marseille. That's a very interesting game. Luzi.
No, Luzi's PSG.
PSG, sorry. Yeah, PSG, yeah. Sorry. PSG versus Marseille.
Yeah, who is Marseille?
Burr. Yeah, good player.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. We've then got Newcastle hosting China.
Ooh.
So my money's on China there, based off of Ryan, unless he's in Dublin and he's a drunk again.
Yeah.
Followed by the final match of the week, which is Dundee, which is our new Mr. Nayfoot versus my kryptonite for that one game, Fiorentina.
Ooh.
So lots of games either way, in that first game week. So yeah, one to look forward to. The graphics will be out for that tomorrow.
You happy about the opening fixture, Gav?
Yeah, let's have it.
Yeah, redemption.
Doc, I've got to ask, mate, is that a Fiorentina shirt behind you?
It is. It is the Nintendo.
Do you have that there just to give Tom PTSD about getting knocked out in the first round?
No. It's because it has the Nintendo logo, but I appreciate that, and I will definitely bring that up every other time I talk about him being knocked out in the first round.
I do love the fact that the sponsor is Nintendo, and it's old school Nintendo logo as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
love that.
Yeah, I will definitely remember that. Maybe I'll get Thingy's name on the back of it and just have the back of the shirt so you can see who watched you.
Ethan Abs on the back.
Yeah, Ethan Abs on the back. 9.
I mean, if you get the numbers on the back, the aggregate score, I still win. So have one of those swivel on that, you bitch.
Well, I'm glad that you like taking it.
He won where it mattered. Hey, he won where it mattered.
He did. He had the worst internet connection, and he made you pay for it. Ethan, we know your game, son. I played against you. You whooped me. That's my excuse.
You know what the main thing is? Is the growth of Ethan, because last year I beat Ethan. Shut up. Last year
how big are we talking? Is it as long as the valleys, eh?
Yeah, exactly that. Well, I actually beat Ethan a couple of times last year.
Well, did you have a cold hand?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
He had a sock. That's what he had.
Cold hand, warm balls.
Who am I playing again?
I think that was an ABBA song, wasn't
it? Tom, who am I playing again?
Yeah, who's Steve playing?
I've forgotten already.
You just want me to say it again, you twat. Kosovo, mate.
Why do you say it like that?
Me and Doc are proper northerners, aren't we? It's Kosovo, mate.
What is Kosovo? I've never heard it said like that before.
Mate. Swansea City, my local, right? Season ticket there, Bernd Selina, right? He even said, well, I used to work there as well. You ask him where he's from, he'd say Kosovo. So that's coming from someone who's from there. I'm going to go with a guy who knows where he's from.
He's got a speech impediment. You don't know.
Yeah, Doc knows more than the guy actually from Kosovo.
Probably.
I mean...
So you're playing Kosovo, mate. Don't listen to this guy with his made-up words. Kosovo.
Yeah, get on the right flight. Get on the right flight. Not
Kosovo, mate.
Yeah, Kosovo, innit? It's what our kids got. It's our kids' missus is from there. I know for a fact that that's the name.
Well, Doc, you're talking a lot, but I've just seen your game week 2 fixture. I'm not going to say it, but you're not going to be talking much after that.
If it's you, I'll be talking more shit than I am now.
Not me, mate. Oh, it's not me.
Oh, bollocks. Was he does this? He acts all gleeful, like he holds the power, but he doesn't. I do.
We'll see.
See? Now it's just my show. One more time.
Ultimate power. Oh, bye, Dad. Boring.
But no, I want to thank you two guys for your games tonight. Gav, thanks for pulling double shift, and Steve,
mate,
for a hell of an entertaining game with that comeback, mate. Really well done.
Absolutely, Gav. No, thank you.
Forward to
great game.
Friday night games in the future. And looking forward to having you both on.
Good to speak to you too as well, boys. Take care.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
always good.
Absolutely love doing this. Absolutely love being on here with you guys. So yeah, thank you for making it all happen.
No worries, man. We'll catch you later, Gav. And we'll
catch you later.
Bye,
See you later, boys. Good night.
Yeah, boys, cracking game.
Really successful night. Amazing performances and really, really surprising results. Gav did so well to come back in that game and show people what it was about. Steve showed why he got as far as he did and got the results that he did. Sheep showing that with every week that Zimbabwe team grows and gets better. And Smith is showing McColchester that if you're slow to close him down, he's gonna break you down fast and score goals. Ben again put on a great performance, trying his best, but Kosovo just came out on top in that game. And really, it was a size thing as well with that Kosovo team. They just look so big compared to the other players.
They do.
We are going to have to name check that Zimbabwean who does look suspiciously like Ronaldinho, just to make sure that she hasn't been editing wildly away somewhere because it looks like Ronaldinho. But
he does.
Yeah, a great night. And from the evil smiles on your face, I'm guessing the fixtures are fucking horrible.
That I'm just
you just keep on looking at your screen and going like this.
I'm going through them, and I'm just like, each week there's banger after banger after banger. But it's like there's just I'm just looking at all the potential opportunities for the people watching now to just log on and see, Jesus Christ, like next year maybe that could be me in this league. Just being part of that community. Again, we're an open book. You can come and have a look. Come and speak to us about joining us as well. I mean, I don't know if people have been watching this stream, but I've had 3 messages since the stream has started a couple of hours ago. All goalkeepers, Doc. All goalies asking about pro clubs. So, I mean, maybe the word's getting out there. So
hopefully. But listen, if we just made it for ourselves and our friends, I was joking actually with my missus, and I was saying that like old people's homes are going to be so lit because it's just going to be like 80 different people making podcasts for the same old people's home that only people in the old people's home listen to.
Brilliant. That is brilliant.
Shout out to Derek, our big fan, and then from the end of the hallway you hear, cheers!
Thank you!
Thank you!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, man. So as long as there's me and you here making it, there'll be a show. Exactly. The figures are great. Way more people joining in than ever. Next week, we're going to be streaming across multiple platforms, not just YouTube, but also across Twitch and TikTok and all the other places. And you'll see a revamped show as well, with some new graphics and things like that. And we're really looking forward to it. And the commentary will get better, the jokes will get worse, and my hairline will change throughout the year.
Depends on who you're
playing. It depends on who I'm playing. Depends. Yeah. It permanently recedes. I'm okay with that though. I'm a confident light bulb. Tom has beautiful hair, and given his age, probably will for the rest of his life. So, that guy.
I'm okay for now.
Yeah, no, you will. No, you're fine. You're fine. You trust me. Your hair's going to be fine now for the rest of your life. Don't worry about it. If you're not thinning now, you won't be. Your brother, on the other hand, he's got a touch of the me's about him.
He does.
He does. Apart from being probably about 5 stone lighter. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. He looks about 12 stone. Anyway, moving on. Tom, thank you for everything. All the work you do on the fixtures, all the work you do on the graphics, all the work you do on the Discord. Just generally everything. You're a workaholic, which is amazing. But you should be proud of yourself for what you do for the community, how many people you reach, and really how much you've managed to achieve with what you've done. So before we go into this new season, I just wanted to say congratulations to you.
Thank you, mate.
For all the hard work you've put in, and for the results that you're seeing in terms of people being satisfied, people being happy, and the Discord growing. So congratulations to you, and really well done on that.
Thank you, mate. And again, we can't do that without people like yourself as well. We are a partnership in all of this. There's no I in this. It's a collective, as we've said. The whole ethos of it all. But now, Doc, although we've come to an end of this stream now, the PMP League, no more pre-season now. It's just strictly business now when the fixtures are released. But I know that
I've got to go and play Ultimate Team.
I don't want to play Ultimate Team because Sunday's the big night. Sunday's the big night for us.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Sunday is a huge night. First game in the FLC League. We're coming in for a team that hasn't had the best season. So for us, it's just a great experience. Find out where we're at. Find out where we need to improve. We're excited for that one. My character will be level 90 for that game.
Yeah, we're ready.
Whether the attributes will be in all the right places, we'll find out. But they're definitely going to be level 90 for that game. But yeah, ultimate team to play. And just before we go off, is there any player in your team now that stands out for you as a potential star throughout the whole event?
There's one. Well, there's two actually. It's both of my strikers by chance. I've got a ridiculous Mateta striker that's only 86 rated, but has 4 stats over 90 on its card. I've deliberately been plugging away different ways. I use the iconic glow up on Wilfried Zaha because he's just a 5-star, 5-star now, low driven and rapid. Just ridiculous. Trickster as well. He's a player, again, like we've seen tonight with Kosovo, with Zimbabwe, players that you don't really know how to play against. I mean, people do know Zaha. He's a tricky customer, but they really don't know how good this card is.
No.
I look forward to using him because people will not know how to mark him. I mean, I'm in elite division. People aren't picking up on how to play against him. What about yourself? I mean, you've done some really good Evos as well.
Oh, Evos, no. Probably this year the Evos aren't going to be the ones that carry me through. I think the Bruno Fernandes fantasy card.
Yeah.
Having used him, he's crazy good.
Yeah.
And I think Paulo Futre as well at striker with his +1, and he's now got all roles as well.
Wow.
Which is great. Yeah, so those two cards have done really well. Doumbia I've had for a while now, so I don't really feel like, but he's another great card. But yeah, those two. If I get goals, it'll be because of those two, and if I concede goals, it'll be because of me, because my team's been built and set up not to concede from.
And the cam in that 4-1-2-1-2 is so important.
Yeah, and some of the passes he makes are just out of this world. But yeah, looking forward to it, and that's I think everything covered for at least this week until we start next week.
Game week.
We'll try and get the fixtures out for who's playing on Friday before Friday. And if you don't hear from us between now and Friday, next Friday, you can join us here on the same channels and some new channels, and we look forward to having you on board. Thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Tom's so tired.
I'm done. It's been a long week.